1, 2, 1, 2. Yo. Fresh white paper, hip-hop maker. Blasting through the speakers, gonna disturb the neighbors. My mark on the bed, so you know she caught the vapors. Smoking that loud with the Hennessy chaser. Fly like a pilot, she feeling on my privates. I'm drinking like a pirate and fighting like I'm Irish. But I know to be a tyrant. This track is really biting. I'm getting real excited. Ain't no time for biting. Lyrical stamina, bring it to an amateur. Pussy slam dancing up, probably on camera. Daily illustrationist, been a hood favorite. Mr. Illy Bang, stay street like the pavement. Architect with the bars, got my weed from Mars. Winning from my slap, will leave your face scarred. Respect my cabinet, put you in the emblem. Light you on fire, so sage can light a cigarette. Your balls don't got venom, just like me. You can't move crowds, just like me. Grew up in the struggle, just like me. Smoking that good loud, yes indeed. Your balls don't got venom, just like me. You can't move crowds, just like me. Grew up in the struggle, just like me. OTG always succeed. I spit the hot flame just like I was dousing. See, rise my cock cause it says bouncing. Front push your legs, sweep your face on water fountains. You lost your manhood, still never found it. You think you fly like a child, you're grounded. See you on the avenue, people always clown them. He's an embarrassment, the one that be around them. Throw him into Bronx River, go ahead and drown him. The juggernaut of rap, steady like a spike back. Catch him with a pimp strap and spitting that white crap. I beat a silverback, mixed with a bear. Turn up, mix the alcohol with beer. Got that we smoke in the atmosphere. On my way to the strip club, hell yeah. Beats get bodied, you can't stop me. I love shorty head game and sloppy. I roll with tyrants that's controlling the environment. Keep tracks firing, keep the streets admiring. All these other bums should be retiring. Give them the pink slip, please just fire them. Balls don't got venom just like me. You can't move crowds just like me. Grew up in the struggle just like me. Smoking that good loud, yes indeed. Your balls don't got venom just like me. You can't move crowds just like me. Grew up in the struggle just like me. OTG always succeed. That's right. Card how you mother scuns. Chugging out of rappers in the goddamn building. Word up, BX representative. Smack the shit out the damn president. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Silverback of rappers in the building. You heard me? Yeah. Feeling this already. Time to turn up when I enter the building. Either you fake or do this for a living. Locking down the game like I put it in the prison. It's not a rap career, more like a mission. The shit I spit is always on. Got C4 explosives in my coat. The rap terrorists, I thought you know. These bum motherfuckers just got to go. When it comes to the bars, I'm well trained. Been doing this at a young age. I'm animal outside the cage. Turning enemies to shark bait. How much shit I got to take when it comes to the rap game nowadays. Most these bum dudes need to fade. Not the haircut from Stevie J. Clap, clap, that's that, put him in that chat. Lyrical chit chat, bring that track, right? Nigga in the tic tac, smell like an ass crack. Where's them hoes at? All my nuts at? Guilty! Been a bad influence. With my music show improving, legacy pursuing. I'm a mutant that be pooping or your body moving. Either got your mind thinking or your body moving. Stash a microphone from you and ask what you doing. Am I you the music moving? Got you acting stupid. Still recouping, about to lose it. All these slicks and juices. Smoke with the Easter Bunny, body slam Cupid. Wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. I'm not even gonna go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's some little light. But for the rest of this fucking tour, I'm gonna go fucking ham on your whore. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do to Silverback of rap. 1 2 1 2. AOB, what it do though? Council Roundtable signing back in. Once again, can you comprehend Black History Month 2? Last day of Black History Month. Episode 16 when it comes to that. Happy birthday to Norma Smiley, man. Today is Norma Smiley birthday. And I figured let's end this Black History Month to wrestling off with Norma Smiley, man. Me personally, not much of a fan, especially when it comes to the wiggle pause.
Yeah, the big wiggle. That shit hella pause. But y'all already know I'm objective. I know Norman Smiley contributed a whole lot to the game. I'm not blind to that fact. And Black saw what's going on, my guy. Pull up, pull up, pull up. I gotta find my notes real quick. Appreciate y'all for pulling up on this Friday Elimination Chamber Eve. We're gonna be here for the chamber, B. We're gonna live for the chamber. Make sure you bookmark that. We definitely going live for the chamber, and then later on within the show, we're gonna have our predictions. Y'all already know. Right now, I'm watching SmackDown. I'm behind, and no, y'all know how I give it up. I start watching SmackDown like a half hour into the show because I don't be liking the ads and the commercials and all the other extra stuff. I'm spoiled. I don't want to hear all that. All right. Black Soul said he's good. Just finished watching the kickoff and something hit me. I will explain in a moment. Appreciate that. But I now, Black Soul, don't be redirecting the damn show because you be doing that sometimes. And I will have to bring you back on course. You just come out of nowhere with your random shit. But right now, I'm watching the match between the two champions. Why? Why in the hell began the match between Chelsea Green? Just why, Triple H? Why book yourself in the corner like this? You know damn well Chelsea Green is gonna lose against Tiffany Stratton. Why is this match happening? This dude don't know what the fuck he's doing. These two should not be. I don't give a fuck what they got going on, which is not much. Why would you have Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton fighting in the fucking match? Why? These mid-card women belts don't mean a goddamn thing. It's just like a fucking ashtray for my weed. This dude Triple H is a fucking doofus, man. Start calling this dude out on this bullshit. And I don't want to hear nobody try to play detective like, oh, the reason why Triple H booked this match because this and that. No! Shaw's got the Piper never know. She dressed like the Mountie because, you know, they're in Canada and all that. Nice touch. Fucking ridiculous, man. Tiffany Stratton against fucking Chelsea Green. Why? Hasn't Chelsea Green lost enough? What did it do though, Ballet? So I guess it's a disqualification because Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae had pulled up. Motto, what did it do though? Yeah, for those out there that don't know, I'm like a half hour late to SmackDown. But before we get to that, because I just did a little quick little rant, necessarily It had to be. It had to happen. I had to fucking ran on this shit. But we're gonna get back to that. What we're gonna do right now, we're gonna talk about this dude, Norman Smiley. For the last episode of the month of Black History of Wrestling, B. And when I finish this episode, I'm gonna have like a whole playlist of the Black History Month of Wrestling. Make sure you check that shit out. It's gonna be in the community. Let's get to it. Norman Anthony Smiley is an English American retired professional wrestler who was signed to WWE in a Legends deal and as a trainer for NXT. He is best known for his appearances with the Mexican promotion Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre from 1991 to 1995 and with the American promotion World Championship Wrestling, aka WCW, from 97 to 2001. Championships held by Smiley over the course of his career include the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE. Ooh, wow. Imagine that. And the WCW Hardcore Championship. I never knew he was the world champion in Mexico. That's interesting news. See, that's why I like doing these Black History Month of Wrestling videos here. You know what I'm saying? Because like with this dude Virgil, we didn't know that this dude Virgil actually lasted 20 minutes in the Rumble. We didn't know he was a former number one contender for the WWF Championship. So, no, we do our homework here too, B. Smiley was born in Northampton, England in the early 1970s. His parents divorced, and Smiley and his mother immigrated to Miami, Florida. Smiley attended Miami Beach Senior High School, where he took part in amateur wrestling, no, excuse me, amateur wrestling and powerlifting. He graduated in '84. I was like 2 years old around that time. Little young boy. Norman Smiley trained under Boris Malenko and Dean Malenko before making his debut in '85 on the Floridian Independent Circuit. He was originally known as Black Magic. I low-key like that name though, chill. Then as the hated Lord Henry Norman, Smiley wrestled in Japanese shoot style group. Excuse me, damn this shit. Sorry about that, y'all. Smiley wrestled in Japanese shoot style group, the Universal Wrestling Federation, in 1988 and '89. In 1990, Smiley competed at the WCW Starrcade 90 Collision Course pay-per-view, teaming with Chris Adams against Conan and Rey Mysterio. That's right. Let him know, B. Karate chop it like this dude. Happy birthday to Dick Blood, a.k.a. Ricky Steamboat. You know Ricky Steamboat's known for them chops. Happy birthday to that guy over there. Dick Blood. That is a wild name. Like, man. Anyways, moving on. In '91, he began wrestling for Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre in Mexico as Black Magic, winning the CML. Yeah, we spoke about that, him winning the championship belt. In late '99, Smiley entered the hardcore division. He participated in a tournament for the vacant WCW World Heavyweight Championship, in which he defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in the opening round in a hardcore match on October 25th episode of Monday Nitro before losing to Billy Kidman in the hardcore match in the second round of November 1st. Smiley will go on to become the inaugural title holder of the WCW Hardcore Championship by defeating Brian Knobbs in a tournament final at Mayhem at November 21st. Do you remember that game, the WCW Mayhem? Jeez Louise. Playing that shit now, it that shit aged like curdled milk. During his run with the championship, he would adopt the nickname Screaming due to consistently or constantly screeching in a high pitched tone during his matches because of his fear of weapons. He would also often wear protective sports equipment as he entered the ring, usually also in the uniform of a local pro or collegiate sports team to gain a cheap pop. He successfully defended the title against challenge. Oh, excuse me. He defended the title against The Wall, Ronda Singh, and Fit Finlay, while also retaining the title against Ming at Starcade. Smiley unsuccessfully challenged Jarrett for the U.S. Championship in the Bunkhouse Brawl on January 2000, right on that Thunder episode. The following week on Thunder, Smiley lost the Hardcore Championship to Brian Knobs, which he failed to regain as Sold Out in a fatal four-way match involving Fit Finlay and Mang. And the rest is history. I know people will sit there and say he became one of the best hardcore champions in WCW, and I guess like why not? Because who else was there that was holding on the hardcore championship like that and making it look entertaining and fun? So I guess you could say he won by default. And as you all know now, he's in NXT doing the damn thing. Is he like the trainer and the booker or just a trainer? Oh my goodness. I had that shit too. That game was good for like 5 seconds. Dick Blood. That name is ridiculous. Hit that thumbs up though. We got 73 more, man. Let's go. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Yo, did y'all hear about this dude Jim Jones wanting to fight Cam? 10 million on the line. He's like, yo, put 10 million on the line. I want Cam in a boxing ring. Y'all seen that shit? And people were saying like, "Oh, damn, that's messed up, man." I'm like, "Hey, look, he ain't challenged him to a gunfight. A fist fight ain't too bad. That's the thing. Motherfuckers be too scared to take an ass whipping. As long as you fought, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially for $10 million. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how the fuck either of them have $10 million to spend like that. That's one thing. But y'all go in the ring, box it out real quick, and then after that, have a beer or something like that. Y'all chill. Man, look, fuck it. What's really wrong with them having a boxing fight? Jim Jones and Cameron. Why not? Give them like 2 months to train. Both of them stop smoking and drinking. Get into shape. Detox, whatever. That shit going on though, B. You heard about that shit, right, Motto? Keep your head up, cause I'm gonna let up, cause your ass is gone. Yeah, he died. He died on this day last year. You know what it was, Sue? I thought it was on a Thursday. I thought the 28th was landing on a Thursday. So that's my fault. It don't matter. We still gave respect to Virgil. Who else did that shit? Nobody else did that shit. Did anybody else talk about Virgil? Is anybody else talking about Virgil? Nobody. We the only ones. But yeah. And that's why I take pride in us doing these Black History Month of wrestling. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers don't be doing this shit, B. Shit, shouts go out to Tati. Even Tati was saying that shit. Tati was like, yo, that's what's up that y'all be doing Black History Month of wrestling. Because a lot of these motherfuckers don't be knowing the culture. Okay, what? I'm up to the. Oh, I'm watching a tournament right now. I think this is a tournament, no? Because I heard there's supposed to be a tournament going on tonight in SmackDown. Number one contender go against Shinsuke Nakamura. And whoever wins that tournament, if there's a tournament tonight, whoever wins that tournament, Shinsuke Nakamura should wash them up, beat them. That's it. Shinsuke Nakamura should not be losing. He's like, that's what I say. We got Black Star in the building.
It was goody, man.
What it do though?
Real quick, I remember Norman Smiley during those hardcore matches. Those matches were funny as hell.
Yep.
Like he was facing, I think it was Terry Funk, I believe. Like he was hanging upside down, and then like you could hear Norman screaming in the background while Funk was looking for him.
Yeah, that's how he got the nickname, Screaming Norman Smiley.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I think like during like one of those like those post Monday Night Wars federations, like XWF or some shit like that. Like Norman Smiley had like these segments. They were like, I'm gonna wiggle and jiggle. It's like, oh, pause.
Whoa! Oh, you talking about his backstage promos?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got federations from. You said the backstage federations, like
no, like post Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, like basically like
the backstage like promos.
Yeah. And he's like, I like to wiggle and jiggle. It's like, oh, pause. Just don't ever say that again.
Ballet said people used to joke about Virgil not having anybody lining up for his autograph. A damn shame. Yeah, I was talking about that too on the last episode. And they had a picture. Yeah, they had that picture with him standing at his autograph signing table with nobody there, and it's like, damn, he like his last days on TV, I should say, or in the public eye, people was making fun of him.
But like, I was watching the kickoff show earlier today, right? And like something hit me while I was watching it. I was like, okay, The Rock is showing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
To do his promo with Cody, which means that the chamber should end with about 35 minutes left. Which makes you think
30 minutes though?
The Rock goes long, so yeah, about 30 minutes.
Whoa.
Pause.
Well, that'll be too much. I'll say like, I hear what you're saying because they'll give him a lot of time. But geez, like, come on.
No.
Like, you gotta think of this though. Whatever, if that's the case, what other matches is gonna be on the card? They barely even talking about any other matches.
You have to follow me here, which makes you think that somebody's returning tomorrow night.
It's gonna be Randy Orton.
He's gonna return at the Chamber.
I think Randy Orton's gonna get involved with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Like that's going to be like the early return. That's to make the fans happy. But somebody's coming back tomorrow night.
Who you got in mind?
It's either Aleister Black or it's Rusev. It's one of those two. One's coming back tomorrow night. The other's coming back at the Raw after Mania.
What is the deal with you with these random ass? Like, what is Aleister Black?
It makes you think because reports say that he signed already and that he's going to make his debut soon, very very soon.
Who?
Aleister Black. He already signed.
But yeah, well, why would he just show up just to do what? Especially right now. Why would he show up? Don't encourage him, Ballet. Go ahead.
Hey, sometimes I'm right.
Yeah.
My random thoughts aren't so random.
This motherfucking head. Like
but I promise you, that it's something going on with Cody. Makes you think that something's going on.
What does that have to do with Aleister Black? You said Aleister Black. Let's get back to what you said. Aleister Black or Miro or Rusev, whatever. What does it have to do? What does it have to do with tomorrow night?
Well, in case Cody says, or for the sure fact that Cody's going to say no, right? The Rock's going to make his life a living hell. So might as well end on a cliffhanger instead of ending with Cody standing tall.
Okay. And how will they end on this cliffhanger?
Lights go out. Just the same exact way he debuted on AEW. Lights go out. Lights come back on. It's black mass, end the show.
TKO, do you hear this shit?
It's not as far-fetched as you think.
So your idea is to have Aleister Black basically join The Rock and be like his silent hitman or something?
In a way, yeah.
I can understand why you would say
Oh
Black.
My God.
Let me finish, my dude. Aleister Black has a history with Cody because he's beaten him twice. I get it. But Black being The Rock's hitman, it is pretty far-fetched because...
It's not as far-fetched as you think, though.
It really is. Because
I don't think...
Black, and you got to understand Black's character, though. Black's character is a silent but deadly guy, but he's also like a dark gothic father type. The Rock is the polar opposite. He's the dark father.
Yeah, like he's a leader. Like he's a leader himself. Like you don't consider Aleister Black an underling. He's not a henchman. He's always been like a leader of a crew.
Exactly.
But okay, then. But it's not going to be. But it's not going to be the winner of the Chamber. It's not going to be them. It's not going to be them either. Because they already wrestled.
It all depends on who wins the Chamber, though. Because I'm hearing reports that it might be Drew that wins. And if it's Drew, then absolutely.
Yeah. Then Drew eliminating Cody would make sense.
You ain't shit, Black Saw. You supposed to be sticking to the Cena story. You switching up all the damn time. You supposed to be sticking to the Cena shit. No, it's gonna be Cena. Cena, turn heel, nigga, now.
if Cena comes out and attacks Cody, Cena already wrestled in a match. He's not gonna do that twice.
You'd be surprised what they do. A lot of these guys do. They got people doing double duty tonight on SmackDown. You think that won't happen tomorrow?
Motherfuckers do double duty all the time, though. That ain't nothing new. And I ain't gonna lie, Jacob and Andrade is cooking right now.
Back to back,
Bro, give Jacob the United States title, like, immediately.
Oh, Jacob eliminated fuckers already.
Yeah, he got rid of Andrade.
Yo, he packed. Yo, Andrade, bro. Who did you piss off on AEW and WWE, man? Because you are in the exact same spot in both companies, my guy.
He should go back to NXT.
And all the motherfuckers that were talking shit about Tony fumbling Andrade. No, Tony didn't fumble Andrade. The guy's
Andrade fumbled Andrade.
Exactly. He's been a mid-card guy from day one, and he still is.
King Leo was goody.
Like, my God, man.
By the way, Sandman, if I'm right, clip what I just said.
You're not gonna be right. Pack it up.
Y'all are not gonna be right about John Cena.
Yes, we are. Yes.
You need to pack that shit up immediately.
Fuck, tired of this shit.
You should. You setting yourself up for disappointment, my guy.
Wouldn't you? Hold on.
Wait, Blackshaw. All jokes aside, like going back to what JD had said about Punk being the one that turned corporate. I'm here for that. All jokes aside, if it ends up being Punk, because he's like the most desperate out of them all, if you think of it.
Punk but it wouldn't be right away. I wouldn't do that right away. I would do that at Mania.
I mean, I did say that in the chat that if Punk being corporate would be interesting, because he's always been the anti-authority guy. So if
Punk or Cena turns heel, and again, like, I'll be here for both of them. But if one of those two turns heel, it'll be at Mania. It wouldn't be at the Chamber.
Yo, I know these motherfuckers ain't trying to tease a rivalry between the Street Profits and Legado. You know what? So these motherfuckers do all this.
Bro, I told you what they're gonna do, man. It's gonna be a multi-man match for the tag titles.
Multi-ladder?
You did say that.
It's gonna be a multi-man ladder?
Even if it's not a ladder match, it's going to be a multi-man match for the tag titles. I know it is.
King Leo just asked a question. What should the crown sign say if I bring one to Collision or ROH?
Promote your channel, B.
And then on the back say tribalism is toxic.
Ooh, bitch. I like
that. Just add the bitch just off principle.
Yeah, man, go there and have fun, man. Man, look, go there and have fun. Whatever tickets y'all could afford, man, like, just go and just have fun, man. Because I know the tickets be disrespectful when it comes to the PLEs too. I never tell somebody, oh, don't go to this show, don't go to that show. If you could afford it, go and have a good time.
Yeah, but Mania costs as much as people's houses.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, B. It's not that serious, especially if you only got like one or two good storylines for a whole weekend.
Like, I was thinking about going to Vegas, like, yeah, no.
Yeah, because it's like, it's not worth it. It's like, yo, why would I go to a Mania and spend a shitload of fucking money on some tickets, not counting the transportation, the food, the room, whatever. You know what I'm saying? For what? A couple of storylines is good for a whole weekend? That shit bogus as hell. I want everything to pop. If I'm gonna be there for the weekend, I want every single story to fucking be lit.
But like I said,
and the
like
matches,
this weekend,
because you notice, like, when it comes to a lot of stories in wrestling history, when the story be good, like the match don't have to be all that good. It really don't. You be invested in the story, and they'll include the story in the match. The match is just like a little extra toppings here and there.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Like, remember when TNA was like popping? I think like 03, 04, and 05.
Yeah, when it was on Fox Sports.
And like you saw WWE like bring up their game a bit during that time. I think.
Somewhat.
I think around like 06, 07 when there was the Root storyline. Wasn't that the summer of Punk? 07, 06, 07, 08, around there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, wouldn't you think that competition brings the best
Of course it
out
does.
of companies and out of people?
Of course competition brings the best. Of course. That goes without answering. Like, let's really be real. If AEW ain't come through and start kicking WWE in his nuts, they wouldn't have stepped up their game either. Remember, there was a time when AEW was stomping WWE in the nuts.
Like, now it's crystal clear. WWE doesn't see AEW as a threat anymore. That's why they're phoning it in.
Yeah, because you know why? They strategical with that shit. They took their key players, like mainly Cody. Cody was the backbone of that place. He really was.
Now, should they see him as a threat?
They took him, and after that, when they took Punk, that
was ball game over.
Yeah, they twisted that dagger. They fucking took Punk and had this motherfucking one of the best storylines that year. And last year, as a matter of fact, they took him and got to work with him immediately. Put him in one of the best storylines of the year, if not the best storyline of the year. And let's not get it fucked up. Like, AEW, you know what I'm saying? They killed it between the rivalry between Punk and MJF.
Yeah, that to me, I thought that rivalry was underrated. After their first face off, it was fire.
And they and if Young Bucks was able to play ball, it would have been good. You know what I mean? Like, they could have played off of what they had going on backstage, but the Bucks didn't want to play ball. They were sitting there saying, "Oh, Punk got to behave for 6 months for us to work with him again." Where the fuck y'all at now? Huh?
Yeah, but we knew the Young Bucks were dicks though.
Like, Tony Khan
out of here. They complete marks for themselves.
Tony Khan.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Tony Khan swung and missed so massively. Like I said, if Tony Khan would have fired Punk immediately, he would have retired. There's no fucking way he would have went back to Vince.
He did fire Punk.
He did.
No, right away.
Even if he would have fired him right away with this new regime, who's to say he wouldn't have still went back? Because remember, that was one of his biggest reasons for going back, because Vince wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah, but before then, like there would have been like, here's what I'm saying. Like if he would have gotten fired right away, there would have been no indication that Vince was getting fired. So he was in a no-win situation. So he had to retire, or he had to retire. They would have delayed, delayed it coming back and biting him in the ass.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck Black Soul got going on. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, B? First off, this dude CM Punk coming back. He already got the itch back. And yeah, I get it. This dude, Vince McMahon, him being there, we all know this dude CM Punk was going to go back to WWE, and AEW was that out for him to come back to wrestling because, like, you know what, I could be in a major company without being in WWE. But here's the thing too. Like, we gotta look at the timeline. When did they get Vince up out of there? What year was that? Was it like what 2021, 2022?
Probably like 22 around that time, if I'm not mistaken. Was
It
it?
was 2
Was
years
it?
later.
Yeah, so that was like 2022, wasn't it?
Yeah. 22, yeah. Yeah, 22.
Ah, and then Punk came back a year in that same year.
2023.
Yeah, like a year after. So,
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
well, I think we can all agree though, like regardless of how it happened, at the end of the day, realistically, neither company is doing really all that better than the other. If you really
No, but
think about
TNA
WWE's
actually, TNA and NXT right now is actually cooking more than the main roster
it,
in
only
AEW.
TNA is only cooking because of NXT. Like I won't give them that. I
Yeah.
won't give them that credit. They still need. I still want them to fucking fire Tessa like
that's not gonna happen.
yesterday. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
they think, like, you know what it is, Sue? Like, people sitting there saying you're a racist, and saying, "Oh, we're coming for you, Tessa. We're coming for you." It's not working because she's still soaking in all that reaction. She
Yeah,
The
don't care if
best
it's
way to
negative. She's still soaking it in.
fire her is to not show up. If
Yeah,
she's
like
performing
don't even react.
like if she's performing
yeah,
in a quarter empty arenas, they're gonna fire her.
and if she performs in it, she already was performing in empty arenas. Like I want to
Henny
know
God,
who
what's goody,
I
Henny
want to
God?
know whose decision that was for real.
Somebody in Anthem fucked up massively.
Good Lord.
Like, because like beef because of Tessa getting hired, you lost Jordan Grace.
She was gonna leave anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that
Jordan,
pretty
Jordan.
much
like, it was like years ago, like 2 to 3 years ago, it was written on the wall.
Yeah, to
that pretty much
me,
signed her paper. That pretty much signed her papers for her.
if I'm Jordan Grace, I'm pissed still, man. The fact that you want me to put over this racist bitch after all the shit I did for this company, I'd have been mad at that.
Here's a question I gotta ask though, right? Legitimate question. Okay, you see that I guess you could call them victims or whatever. They forgave her. They took pics with her, whatever the case may be. Well, some of them. Should we give a fuck? If they don't give a fuck, why should we? That's my question.
Nah, but Chelsea got that Bret Hart smoke for for Tessa.
Nah, yeah, shouts go out to her. But, like, a legitimate question. If they don't give a fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, why should we? I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I just want to know, like, a legitimate
Like, I
answer.
don't think it's them not giving a fuck. I think that they're trying to save their careers because, again, most of those people are racist as well. Ain't gonna have to get along with them.
Well, we did say that. We did say most people in wrestling are racist anyway. We did say that.
So it's like these motherfuckers gotta play nice, knowing damn well, I don't really fuck with this bitch like that, but I gotta play nice because she knows people in here,
That'd be the sad part is how many times have we said it's all about who you know, right?
or who you blow.
Again,
Yeah.
like sadly enough, those people are gonna have to play ball.
No,
And
like Henny God, I'm definitely on that type of time. Fuck that bitch Jay Leno. I get it.
Jay Leno.
But it's like, I could be objective too. I could understand motherfuckers to be like, hey, the victims don't give a fuck. Why should I? I won't be mad if somebody will be on that type of time. Like it's like, oh well, fuck it. Like, hey, at least a person will be honest. You like Tessa, you like Tessa. Like I'm just saying, like, fuck that bitch because it's like the only reason why she want to play nice now is because she has no choice.
She burned bridges with literally everybody. I don't know how, man. Between her and Velveteen Dream, I don't know how y'all fuck up a good
Yeah,
thing.
it should
Like the coldest,
that shit needs to get studied.
the
Like,
coldest, like the coldest video I've seen was when they were handing Jordan Grace her flowers, and Jordan Grace walked right past Tessa. Like, fuck you.
word. Hell yeah, as she should. Like, I don't fuck with you.
And Tessa tried to had her hand out like,
Again, as she should. Like, I put you over, bitch. What more do you want?
like things like she said bye to I think it was Miss Slapnuts. There you go.
Oh man. So wait, hold on. So the tournament it concludes tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winner
pretty
faces
much.
Shinsuke.
I would
Yeah,
assume that. Yeah,
and
I would assume the title match is going to be like if it's not tomorrow, then it's going to be next
The
week.
Friday after.
I think they should save it
Next Friday.
for next SmackDown. Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
should save that, and I think Nakamura should win.
Over Jacob?
Oh,
Well,
Jacob's not winning. Oh, Jacob's not
Okay.
winning.
Okay.
because
That's
isn't Solo in the tournament too?
Oh God, no! They replaced Solo with Jacob.
What? Oh my god!
Oh come on, man! You know that was the right move.
Yeah,
You're
I
the-
know. But
you're
it's
the
like
only-
we used to Solo getting pinned,
You're the only person in this entire discussion or in this entire show that stands up for Solo consistently.
I stood up for him when I stood up for Solo.
I think he's
Like you're
talking
like,
about me. I think you mean me. I did at one point because
Oh.
it was deserved because we were talking. I was talking highly of Solo because at the time, dude was a beast. Like we were talking about how he was going to be champion multiple times.
Yeah, that was like what 2 years ago though.
Yeah, like, and he was literally the only one in the bloodline to not be a champion. I'm like, what the hell is happening here?
Right.
in his bloodline, aka Timu bloodline.
He got overshadowed. We said when Jacob came in, he was going to get overshadowed, and he did, and he still is.
Yeah.
Like if the
Jacob
Like the
is
Rock-
the bloodline.
Bro,
like if the
even
Rock
Tom,
should-
bro, even Tamatonga got that yeah shit over. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Bro,
Beavis.
even that shit is more over. Like that's wild.
Like if the Rock should rock bottom anybody, it should be Solo.
Anubis was goody.
Goody good. Man, I'm mad that I missed the discussion on Black Magic.
Black Magic.
Go ahead. You can still have your input. Go ahead.
Norman Smiley was a great technical wrestler when he was in Mexico in AAA. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know he was a heavyweight champion.
he
was
was
what?
bad. He was bad. And then they brought him WCW and they made him do all that goofy stuff.
No. Rewind that back. He was the
Yeah,
he was
he was
the-
a CML. He
What?
was a CMLL heavyweight champion. Yep.
Huh.
That's
But
what I'm
yeah, he
saying.
was-
Yeah. When you go back and watch the upload. B. I spoke about all this shit. B. Like now y'all here. I'm gonna have the a playlist for the Black History Month of wrestling. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. When it comes to the very first episode, we spoke about Ron Simmons until now. So be on the
Yeah,
lookout for that.
Like, but
that was a bad man. He was a bad man.
he was like a very good technical wrestler. Like him before he started doing that whole
Screaming Norman.
yeah. Like he was a very good technical wrestler. Like I saw like some of his matches in WCW, and like he had a good accounting of himself back then. I was like, wait a minute, like what happened to the guy that was? He was kind of like a Black William Regal, kind of sort of.
He is British. That's the funny part.
Yeah,
And he still has a job at WWE as a trainer, along with Sarah Del Rey.
yeah.
I was mad I missed the Men on a Mission episode too, because I was going to ask, what happened to Oscar?
We're on a mission. We're on a mission.
I explained it all. I explained it all in an episode. You got to go back and watch it. Go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
When you go back and listen to it, make sure you put hashtag replay gang.
Oh, okay.
The tag team before they were called Men on a Mission, that was the most racist shit I've ever heard.
They had a rapper for a manager.
The Hoodsters. Was it the Hoodsters? Nah, it was damn. When y'all, I'm telling you, I spoke about all that shit. I covered it all, B. We covered a lot of homework when it comes to Men on a Mission, Norma Smiley, Virgil. Who else we covered this month? Was it no, that wasn't Beyond. Damn, who else? Well, you go back and see for yourselves. It's there. Virgo baby.
Oh, Luger signed his
What's going on, ladies? What's good, Tati Taker?
Yeah, what's good, Tati? But Luger signed his
Luger's doing DDP yoga right now. He's on the DDP yoga thing.
Yeah, like Luger signed his Legends deal. That pretty much solidifies his Hall of Fame spot, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you usually do these when I'm at work. That's the only problem. That's why I don't get to tune in early. Be like, damn.
That's all good. That's why you got the uploads. You know, whatever episodes you miss, just go to the upload. They're right there for your viewing consumption.
I like how you advertise that.
There you go, buddy.
Like the question that arises every time Luger gets brought up is that like if Luger gets in Miss Liz, that Miss Liz question would always be brought up,
right?
Because like now he admits it. He admits that Miss Liz's death is his fault.
I thought he admitted it from before too.
He did?
Yeah, like.
Well, that's the reason why Woman will never be in, even though she had a full career. She's like one of the first valets.
Like Miss Liz should get in. Like, I'm surprised.
I agree.
She never got in.
And I think the reason why a woman won't get in, given the fact of that incident, is like, it's not even her fault.
No. And she had a really good match. Did you ever see the strap match with her and Chris versus Kevin Sullivan and Jackie?
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. I think that was in
WCW.
That was Bash of the Beach, right?
I think so. I gotta look that up again because I was surprised she could go.
The YouTube Big Three: Ballet, Tati, and Virgo. Oh man.
Anyways, y'all have a good night though. Thanks for letting me come up.
Oh damn, like that. Okay. Appreciate you for pulling up. He was like, well, God bless you. Good night. I'm out of here.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that y'all know I'll be outside and the cars be rolling by and all that. So, I don't want to mess up the flow no more.
Well, you actually don't sound too crazy. I don't hear it too crazy right now.
Oh, good. I just got a new phone.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Let me borrow $5 for the night.
Well, if you had a pay thing, I'd have been super chatted your ass.
Oh shit, say less. I'll post it at the end of the show.
Yeah,
Probably before then.
you got no problem. I always come to this place because it's like one of my favorite sites to mark out on because all the other ones they get too toxic. I won't name names, but you know what I mean.
You can name names if you want. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I won't do that.
Okay.
They deserve their privacy.
The privacy. What the fuck is this dude Seth Rollins wearing?
He looks like MC Hammer, don't he?
Word.
Come on.
This dude here, B. This dude has a crop top bubble jacket. What is going
For real?
on here?
Dang.
Nah, it's not the. I want to know where he be getting his outfits from.
He
In
thinks
his
this is
defense-
drip. That shit is not drip. You look ridiculous.
Well, as great as a wrestler as he is, he was never that charismatic.
He's trying to look like the Adonis.
In fact, I think he does this because he's afraid of becoming Lance Storm. Because you remember, Lance Storm was a great wrestler, but that was it. Like you had nothing else for him.
How you don't see the?
No,
How you
but-
don't see the topic, Chef Rex? You see the topic right there. All you gotta do is look at the title. We're talking about either Norman Smiley or, you know what I'm saying, a little later on, we're gonna talk about Elimination Chamber Predictions.
Ooh.
Like the title is right there. All you gotta do is read, brother. Read.
Reading is fundamental, my brother.
G.I. Joe. Damn.
Did you do one on Ron Killings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This month. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I was there for that. I said he had one of the best scissor kicks to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Booker
Still
T's always
crazy.
number one.
it's crazy. It's still crazy to me how he was the NWA World Champion.
The first black NWA
Yep.
champion. Probably I think he's the only black NWA champion. Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
In the history of
God
NWA.
damn. How long
No,
has
wait a
it been?
No, wait a minute. Does Tyrus count or no?
Tyrus,
Of course he counts. Come on now, of course.
But
No.
he's not.
There's only two.
he's
I never
not
knew what
black.
Tyrus was, to be honest.
Tyrus
I'm
is
being real.
black, I know that.
I just knew him as the guy in what was it? No One Knows.
Tyrus is not black. We're not jacking that.
Okay.
Tyrus saying black. Don't do that.
Well, hell, in his defense, I thought the Briscoes were black the way they talked back in the day.
Nah, they definitely white country bumpkins.
Oh, they are, but they
Right.
sounded hood a lot of the times when I'm like, they sounded just like cousins of mine. That's that north. It's the northern thing. Like in the north, they do. The further backwoods you go, they all sound like that.
Right. God rest Jay's soul, of course.
Like the
Yes,
fact,
yes.
like the fact that the Briscoes never made it to the big time. That's probably the saddest fact of their careers.
They
Yeah.
were on the
Remember-
they were on the verge of it.
Right, because remember at the time we wanted these motherfuckers to go up against the Usos. That's when the Usos was doing the whole Uso penitentiary shit.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, the Usos wanted to also. Like they really, because they had already wrestled the Gorillas of Destiny.
it would have been hot, honestly.
Yeah, like it would have been.
They
But
were on the-
Hey,
they were on
Jim
the
Cornette
verge
said
of
it best. They're one of the best tag teams because they felt real. Like they didn't feel like a gimmick. It's like this is them.
like then, like Tony Khan with the fuck you in the final month of Jay's life. That's
It wasn't on Tony Khan's fault. It was really the IWC
Yeah.
for,
They,
for bringing up old shit. That's what it was.
did you hear Jay Lethal talk about it? I never heard the guy cry before. It was crazy. He talked about it on Jericho's podcast.
It makes sense, honestly, because I truly believe their tag team division would cook with both the Briscoes, or at least it would have.
yeah.
You saw their matches with them in FTR. Those were
Bro,
Those were
Those
amazing.
were the best tag team matches I ever seen in my life.
bro,
Like,
that tag team dog collar match was legendary.
Like it was like the only tag team matches. Well, yeah. Like the only tag team matches that I will put ahead of that match was Harlem Heat and the Steiner Brothers.
Oh yeah, those were legendary too.
Like when those two would go off.
Yeah, a lot of people don't be talking about that rivalry.
Right.
I still think MVP, Ron Killings, and Booker T should form a faction, the True Ex-Con. All of them been to prison.
Oh god.
When MVP said nigga on national television.
No, that was Booker T.
No, that was
MVP.
MVP said it on TNA.
Oh, he did that on TNA? I didn't see that.
Like he said,
but it's not as legendary as Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, nigga. That's
no. Like MVP said, all you see when you see us is just a bunch of niggas. So like, wait, what?
Yeah, he did. I think
was he still in what was the name of that crew he was in?
The
Beatdown Clan.
Yeah,
the Beatdown Clan. Was he with them? Because if I was low key, I'd have been like, I'm not black, bro.
Yeah, he was.
And then like the funniest part about that was that like they didn't bleep it out. I was like, wait, what?
Because I don't think they expected him to say it. That's why.
Yeah, sometimes. It's to me though, Booker T still owns it because the way Sherry just looked at him and was like, "Oh, honey,
Cocaína."
No wife, no kids, man.
Who do I trust? Who do I trust? Me. That's who I trust.
He had a big ass mountain of coke and dived headfirst into it.
All for Manolo.
Oh Jesus!
Toph was goody.
Chilling. Just got in.
How'd your day go?
Oh shit! Ask Black Star. Black Star said that this dude Malachi Black is gonna be the Rock's henchman, or
I said it makes you think.
Or assassin.
I didn't make a guarantee. I said it makes you think that might happen.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make nobody think. No, it doesn't.
Goodness.
I used to love him when he was Aleister Black. That entrance was fire. I saw him live.
Oh yeah.
I'll be hyped to see Aleister Black again, but the question is, what are they gonna do with him? Because
Black Star has the most random, like out of pocket statements. I bet when you watched Lucha Underground, you probably thought Penta's master was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's probably what you thought.
Fuck you.
Hey, they had Joey Ryan as an undercover cop on there. Okay.
Oh Jesus!
I remember
Joey.
Lucha Underground.
Oh Jesus!
Off,
Right.
Just fuck off.
Oh my God!
So Tati said when she was in college, she had so many conversations with Norman. I used to be chilling at FCW way before it became NXT. I wasn't smart then. Today's Tati would have talked totally different questions. Would have asked totally different questions. Excuse me.
I still listen to Norman Smiley's theme in the shower.
Whoa, my nigga, what the fuck you got going on?
I got caught doing the big wiggle, so I can't judge.
I'm about to get y'all the fuck up out of here. What the fuck?
Yeah, best bodies. Yo, Norman had a mean body slam. Pause.
Nah, but I'll pick this topic because it's like, given the fact that the last topic of Black History Month was virtual, it was a little depressing or whatever. So I figured, why not?
Yeah.
Today's Norman Smiley birthday and it's Black History Month of wrestling, so why not? A little kind-hearted type topic.
Next year, we should do the gangsters. I like to lead off.
New Jack and Mustafa and D'Lo Brown, downtown D'Lo Brown. That was his name.
Look at Tati. Tati, you doing the most.
The wiggle.
Oh my God.
Jim Cornette wanted Mustafa, New Jack, and D'Lo to be the nation. I was like, oh God, no. Whatever you do not.
I do have a statement to say on Black History on a more serious note before midnight comes, I saw some people on social media complaining that this year, WWE didn't do any of their usual Black History advertisements and all that. I only have really two things to say. Well, number one, considering who they're in bed with, obviously, and number two, I'm pretty much in the same boat as Morgan Freeman. Black history is American history. You're gonna relegate my history to a month? No. So also big ups to Swerve on Dynamite the other day when Swerve said that he made Black history by becoming the first Black AEW champion, which is true. So, but yeah.
Tachi asked you a real crazy question because that is crazy. You used to listen to Norman Smiley in the shower. Like we're not gonna just gloss.
I said
over
his theme in the shower, not his voice. Pause.
That's ultra mega pause right there.
like no one here has ever listened to wrestling.
Whoa! Somebody got an echo. The echo sounding crazy.
Somebody talk.
I was gonna say like no one here has ever listened to wrestling music in the shower. Really?
I listened to one wrestling song in the shower, and that was Mr. Perfect.
You're looking fly to die.
No, that's Mr. Perfect song.
Yep.
Mr. Perfect song was that was a great. That was a good intro song.
Uncle Child, what's going on? He said Norman Smiley is one of the black goats. Well,
yeah,
I'm objective, so
he had a good technical game.
I think this motherfucker is cringy as hell, but I know other people like him, so it's all goody.
Like technical wrestling skills is pretty damn good.
Yeah, Norman was great. The problem was it took WCW too long to realize this guy's good. By the time he got a push, they were like on death's door. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Like, did they ever have a match together? Norman and Regal?
They might have. They probably did, but it's probably back in the day.
And they made a mistake. I always say this. They made a mistake not bringing him in. Like, can you imagine the comedy between Norman and Crash in like 2000, 2001? That would have been great. Those comedy segments would have been amazing.
See, I was more of a Crash Holly guy. You know what I'm saying? The Houdini of hardcore.
Didn't Crash Holly pass away in 2003 though?
Did he do what?
Pass away.
What didn't he pass away in 2003? Crash Holly?
Yeah, but he was still there in 2001 and 2002 though. They just had him like on, jacked, Sorry.
Jacked.
Yeah.
So Motto said each Black History Month, I watched the infamous New Jack promo. Shout out to my homie OJ Simpson. Keep up the good work, baby.
That was the promo.
That fresh reminder.
That was the promo. That was the promo that made WWE resend their offer.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think it would have worked anyway. He wouldn't have worked.
New Jack would not have lasted at all. Speaking of Swerve, he just dropped an album actually.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Swerve
I just listened to
a decent rapper. He really is.
Yeah, I just listened to the Hurt Syndicate theme this morning for the first time on Bluetooth. Like it hits totally different.
We hurt people.
Yeah, it sounds really. It's really. Because I can't really hear it well when they're on TV. I didn't notice MVP threw shade to New Day in his song.
You did?
Yeah, it's featured MVP, Westside Gun, and Smoke DZA.
Mm-hmm.
Why throw shade to the New Day though?
We knew it would get over though.
He ain't throwing no shade at me though. He knew better.
Well, yeah, I mean their theme music is proof how important music is to the presentation. Yeah, that's why I'm like, what the fuck kind of time is WWE on?
I didn't even recognize Logan Paul's theme song or Finn Balor's Royal Rumbles. Like Finn, I'll never forget Finn Balor. He came out to crickets at the Royal Rumble. because they didn't recognize his theme.
During that entire stream, we was all looking at each other like, the fuck? What the fuck is this?
That's one of the main reasons Jay's over.
Word.
The crowd loves him. The crowd gets into that yeet shit.
Yeah, but people recognize his song. Ooh, so yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
me,
see
dude.
people like in denial about it. Oh, theme music isn't that big of a deal. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, theme music is like one of the most important parts of the
Yes,
presentation.
because that's the first thing of people. That's the first thing people's gonna know before you come out.
Exactly.
Before you come out that curtain, that's the first thing a motherfucker's gonna know.
Exactly. Like think of everybody with a cool theme that you know. The Rock's theme, if you smell, and then everybody knows that's Rock. The glass shattering,
Yeah,
Austin.
sharing Austin.
Or Bum the Taker with the gong.
Right.
Disturbed.
Mhm.
Disturbed was Austin's best theme.
I
Like,
agree.
I-
I love that song.
I'm the greatest. Wow. Cat Miller.
Yeah, Cat Miller. Cat Miller was
Yeah.
funny.
He was the
Oh,
first
they,
person. He was the first person to come
That's
out to
so
somebody call my mama.
that's so WCW, you know? Like when James Brown just showed up randomly, like they had no warning at all. He just showed up. Hey, I want to be on TV. Okay.
High as hell.
Tati just said that TK did try to sign the Briscoes to AEW, but Warner's. Oh, it was Warner's fault. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we all. Yeah,
They
that's
allowed
gonna be the
Mark to
most
be
petty
hired
shit they ever
out of
did.
pity
They
for
only let
Jay's
him on
good.
TV after Jay died. It's
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
That's the biggest crime in wrestling that they never got
And
their.
it was
their
dumb
chances.
too because Jay had already he apologized years ago.
But my main thing is like, yo, like this is a reminder, please, everybody, put on your seatbelts, man. Put on your seatbelts. You could be driving for 20 years. It don't matter. It just takes that one time for you to bum out, man.
unfortunately, if only Sonny would have did that shit.
Right.
And stop drinking.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
get
hey, look, you grown. You can drink all you want. Just drink responsibly.
know your
It's
limit.
sad. It's sad, but Joker from The Dark Knight, there was a iconic line he had in the movie where he said, "You don't know who you are until right before you die." You know, people's real persona comes out. So as sad as it was for Jay, I'm like, okay, he unfortunately died in a car crash, but where was he going? He was taking his daughters to ballet practice. And I'm like, most men and most fathers in general, they wouldn't want to do that, because it's not manly. They'll drop off their kids and just leave. But like, no, he wanted to be there for his kids, you know. So he died being a dad. So when I think
Like
about it like that,
Kobe going to his
right,
daughter's game.
right, exactly. So
Shad
stuff like that is when
Gaspard.
right, he died protecting his son. So at least as sad as it is, that's how you know, like, yeah, that's a real man right there. That's a real dad. So.
Like everybody wants to die being the hero. I think that's how everybody wants to go out. Die being the hero.
Yeah, Carmelo about to die right now. 5
And the motherfuckers like, oh, at least it's getting the push. Yeah, push out the fucking door to the unemployment line.
That's how you know in WWE is March 1st when black people start getting executed.
It's getting close.
Yeah, he's getting a push into Fatu's boot in a couple of minutes.
Like why Triple H was like,
he was there for that 2 out of 3 falls match against FTR. And who? Oh, I've been watching the Briscoes since I was 10, and I'll never forgive Warner for being so damn petty.
Yeah. I used to joke with Nate when the Usos and I love the Usos. This isn't me throwing shade at them. When they brought back the brand split in 2016, and then they rebranded themselves, they were doing the whole Uso penitentiary thing. I used to say with Nate, like, yo, this is just the Briscoes on Wish.
the whole Uso penitentiary shit, yeah.
And that was cool. That was a good gimmick. And, and again, I still like the Usos. They're great, but Yeah. They were basically just the Usos or just PG Briscoes. That's what they are. And I say that as someone that liked the Usos. So
you can tell how good of a person you are in wrestling with how many people respect you outside of the company that you're in.
Oh yeah, that definitely goes a long way.
For instance, when WWE took time out of their broadcast to announce Jay's death. I think it was either Cole or somebody from NXT. One of those two.
I remember
like
Triple
stopped the
H had
broadcast.
made an announcement on his Twitter about it. I remember that.
Like, yeah, that shows how good of a person you really are.
Yeah.
Like when the New Day basically bitched out Hogan, they got the biggest pop of the night in Tampa.
As they should.
And Mark's great too. I still think Mark is good enough to be like a TNT champion. Maybe not a world champion, but he's good enough to be a TNT champion.
Yeah, he is. He's very good. He's very good. Then when Stone Cold said that I got one more kind of ass whooping left and has Hulk Hogan's name on it, that got a big pop too.
Hogan was pissed. He didn't like that at all.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do? It's Austin.
Exactly.
Jacob Fatu, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight.
LA Knight's gonna win.
What's Jacob about to do? Dog walk their ass.
You know what I mean?
Man, I'm sorry. I'm popping every time he says that shit. I'm glad he's finally saying it. I've been waiting for that.
How he says it, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Fatu is so lucky.
You know what I mean?
Fatu is so lucky Russo's not here. He would make a dog walk gimmick back to like, yeah, you guys are gonna brawl in a dog kennel. That'll work.
Right.
Yeah.
But my thing is this, like, this is the thing I don't understand. It's like, why couldn't it be a black talent talking like that? It's like, when it comes to a black talent, you want to switch that shit up, but it's okay for him to talk like he's from the hood or whatever. I don't get that. That's
Javon
why
Evans.
I like the fact. Yeah. I was about to bring him up, Javon Evans. I like the fact that Shawn Michaels was letting him be himself. He talked like he from the block, and it's like if he's getting his point across and he's sounding charismatic, what's the problem? He's not cursing.
I'm glad you brought that up because something that was like a blink and you miss it. Like no one ever talked about it. I think it was like last year. Bianca had said something in an interview that in the past she had had some disagreements with creative on some of the stuff they wanted her to say in promos. And I remember Sasha and Naomi backed her up on that statement too.
They wanted her to be a ratchet stereotype. I remember that.
Yeah, ghetto black chick.
Yeah.
But in a way, she was like that though on NXT. It wasn't too cringy, but
Nah, but that's
I don't like it though.
Nah, but what they were asking her to do, they wanted her to be more cringe. Like them ghetto ass ratchet chicks you see in public. They wanted her to be like that. They wanted her to be like that.
And it's not natural because it's like that's just not her. Just because she's a black woman doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them act the same. They act like they never went outside before. That's the thing that killed me with WWE creative. Like, have y'all motherfuckers walked around your neighborhood before?
The answer is no. Let's move on.
Have you ever walked anywhere before? The fuck?
You're talking about a bunch of ass kissers who live in Connecticut.
In Vince's ass. Let's move on.
Right.
Like the whitest, bougiest part of the world in Connecticut.
Not just that, like they're like rich wealthy. We're talking like where they don't even go to the grocery store. People just do it for them. Like that type of rich. Like they don't go out at all. They just stay in the house all day.
They're walking around like Mr. Burns. Ketchup?
You want her to be like Sexy Red. And like thinking of Sexy Red, right? Like I think her coming through was harmless. If anything, she looked like she was genuinely happy to be there.
The way I saw it was this. I just saw Sexy Red as, at least Shawn Michaels has his finger on the pulse of what's relevant. He's got his finger more than Triple H does.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Makes you think that Shawn Michaels has a black wife.
Shawn
wouldn't
Michaels
even
just get it. He gets it.
I wouldn't even have been surprised if Sean had a black wife if he did.
He talks
He's a Texas
jive.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he did like the sisters, like Bret Hart does.
Like the person who makes like that ratchet character work is Jada Parker. She makes it work.
Mm,
Like her attitude, the way she carries herself, it works for her.
Tati said Jay died exactly a week before his birthday and also the day before Mark's birthday makes it more emotional.
Jeez.
They changed the tag team wrestling forever. Ring of Honor tag titles now have Briscoes on the plates.
That's extra fucked up.
that's
Yeah, the
wild.
Briscoes were definitely the best modern tag team of the modern era. I don't just say that because Jay's gone. I always thought that they were the best tag team outside of WWE. I always thought that about them.
Their rivalry with the world's greatest tag team was one of the best rivalries I ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Was that NJPW or Ring of Honor?
No, that was with
Ring of Honor.
that was with Ring of Honor.
Ring of
Yeah.
Honor. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost crazy to even say that. Like that match even happened.
The sad thing about the Usos is I'm never they were a great team, but I'm never gonna know how great it's
They
like
really were.
like
Or
y'all
they
know
really
Dragon Ball, right? Like in Dragon Ball, Gohan has like more potential. His potential is stronger than any other character. The Usos have
They don't have
like
Piccolo.
amazing potential, but I'll never know how good they really truly could have been because unfortunately they spent
never
their
moved.
entire run in a company that just didn't prioritize tag team wrestling. And
Yeah,
now Jay's on to bigger and better things as a singles. Like, I mean, I guess they could always team again someday, but I really don't see why. Like Jay's so over right now. Like why? You know what I mean? So like what's the point?
The only tag team match that I would make, to be honest, like if the Usos face the Gorillas of Destiny, that's the only matchup that I would truly make.
I mean, is there really an appetite for that though? Really?
Fuck
I would
no.
like to see it.
There really
Like I don't know about the
is.
rest of you guys, but I would like to see it.
I mean, it would be a good match.
Man, I said it ever since Survivor Series. If the Usos team up, it's gonna be a one-time thing. And it was.
Sean
Has it been a
definitely
one-time
has
thing
some
yet?
black titty for sure. If you had it once, you'll never forget it. Oh man.
Yeah, he took the advice from Brett. Brett was like, "Hey man, you got to try some of this, bro."
Black woman will change. Brett walked up to HBK and said, "Black woman will change your life. Change your life."
Boy, it definitely did.
Ballet man. She said, I guess this is what the creative team told Bianca. Hey Bianca, you come out to the ring with that little hat thing on your head. You mean a bonnet?
Oh God. Oh God. How to say you're racist without saying you're racist? Can you imagine if that would have happened? But then again, I probably can because they had the Mexico.
You can imagine the
not-
person who said it.
Yeah.
Not even that. Remember with the Brodus Clay WrestleMania entrance when he had a whole bunch of ladies dressed up like a Big Mama's house wearing the bonnet.
Again, you can imagine the person.
Oh,
You can imagine the person
man.
who brought that up.
Oh my!
Creative.
Oh, can we please have Vince McMahon back? Fuck out of here!
Oh God, that can you? They actually cut a match to do that shit. Good Lord.
Like 80% of that, I guarantee with Doc Hendricks. 80% of that shit.
And don't forget, Cena took a shit, so it could happen. Literally, that's the thing.
Right. I would have rather that 6-person tag than that shit. At least it would have been like. At least the match would have been like 4 or 5 minutes.
I think his wife is a blonde model.
Yeah.
You got to remember,
she's the Nitro girl.
Yeah, you got to remember. Yeah, she was one of the lead Nitro girls.
Yeah.
Sean has a pretty wife for sure.
He dodged the bullet, man. Imagine if he had
Yes,
locked
Sonny.
down Sonny. Jesus, he
Oh,
probably wouldn't even be alive.
He would have been
Probably
in
would
jail
OD.
with. He would have been in jail with Sonny.
Fuck that. He'd probably been dead. Shit.
That's true.
The way
man.
Sean was doing drugs back in the day, shocked he ain't died from an overdose yet.
Fucking Sonny probably in prison right now licking clit for Twizzlers.
There are two near misses that people talk about to this day. One is how New Jack was never in prison for all the shit he did. And how Sean isn't dead by now with all the shit he did.
Man, look, Jake the Snake. Fuck Sean. Like,
I think
man,
I
look.
think Jake is the only one to do more drugs than Sean, isn't he?
Right.
Bro, Jake at his worst was letting Jake at his worst was letting fans give him titty twisters, bro. Jesus.
Oh God.
You got 21, I got 22.
Oh my God.
Eights and eights, I got many of those too.
We all
That's
forgot
some
about
shit-
Sonny.
that's some
Sonny,
shit Ric
society
Flair would
forgot
do.
about Sonny, Chef.
Yeah. And
And
I'll
that's
always
the
say
way
this,
it's
bro.
done.
I'll always say it. She sexually assaulted Ziggler. You know, and people just
Huh?
gave it a pass because she's a woman. It's like, no, bro. Like you had unconscious sex with a guy that could not consent. That's rape, bro.
Yeah, he was
Why
concussed. Yeah, he
What?
was in his right state of mind. Yep.
I mean,
He gave
women.
her a roofie? Or she gave him a roofie?
She didn't
Nah,
No,
have
he
to.
was
he had a
concussed, bro.
match.
Ah,
What match?
okay.
It was a match. What match he had when he was concussed? He even
He
told
had a
them.
match of Loki. It was Survivor Series.
Yeah, I
The
remember
opener.
that match. I remember that match.
They were like in
Oh,
Florida.
that was the cash
that
in,
was
right? Because like he
yeah,
won
No, it
he
wasn't.
won NXT and he had a title
that,
match. That was a title
yeah,
match?
that
No, it
was
wasn't. It wasn't a cash in. It was a Survivor
Oh, okay.
Series. It was the opening match. He had a match against Loki. He had a
and
concussion. They
Loki
were in
did.
Florida.
Yeah, I remember that match. Low key did that windmill kick that he does, and it clocked him in the face. Yeah,
Right. They were supposed to hang out later that night because I guess wherever she was at wasn't far from where they were doing the show. And he had a concussion, but she insisted that he continue to, come. They were like at a hotel or something. So he got into a car and he drove over there. How he did that without crashing, I'll never know. And then he got there, and according to the story, once he got there, like, he kept vomiting because that's a symptom of a concussion. Like you get dizzy, you get vertigo and all that. And then she gave him drinks and stuff, and he clearly couldn't consent. Then they went to a room, and she basically just took advantage of him.
How is
Took
she
Man,
not
pictures
look,
and
fired?
everything.
you saying how you don't know how he got there. You know, motherfuckers did some miraculous shit when it comes to pussy.
I guess, but it's
That
still
ain't
dangerous
No,
driving
no,
with a
no, no,
concussion.
no. But how is she not
motherfuckers
fired
done
after
did
that?
the motherfuckers did the most when it comes to getting laid. You already know that.
Like Vince didn't fire her after that?
I mean, she wasn't working there anymore, dude. I mean, you couldn't fire her.
yeah.
But I just remember she bragged about it on social media, and I'm just like, bro,
Oh
like
God.
if you took that story, and if
How
it
is
was a
it
guy
not
that did it,
evident?
right? Like if you took that same story and a guy did it to a woman, like he'd be canceled. Like, dude, he'd be in fucking
ASAP.
Alcatraz or some shit.
ASAP.
Could be
Right.
under the jail.
Yeah,
She said that shit on a couple of podcasts.
yeah. And
And
she
The
was
like she
laughing about
had,
it too, like it
yeah,
was
she
no big
took
deal.
pics and everything. She showed the pics and everything, and you seen this dude visibly like out cold.
fact that nobody arrested her yet for that shit is wild.
We all know why.
That's because the statute of limitations is long since passed.
Yeah, it's a statute of limitations. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
She's in jail now, so that kind of makes up for it. But
Yeah,
That's kind of like when OJ got arrested for stealing his own shit.
The Bret Hart tweet about Hogan. Yeah, we spoke about that shit. Damn, that was years ago. We spoke about that shit. You told about the shit when Bret Hart said about Hogan talking shit about his wife. Yeah, we spoke
Bret-
about that shit years ago.
Bret Hart's hate for people is very impressive. Jesus.
Bret's basically the stink meaner of wrestling. If you know, you know.
Yeah, low key,
Like,
that dude, he's a fucking psychopath.
I remember we were laughing our ass off last year when he was on some podcast. TKL had let's hit the
Yeah,
link.
Renee
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cafe.
he was like naming all the champions. He's like, I beat this guy, I beat that guy. I'm like, yo, did this guy not get us to work? Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, he said I laid out an open challenge for all the champions in America when it comes to the top companies. Like basically he was calling out Roman Reigns, Gunther. Who was the champion at AEW at the time?
Swerve was Swerve.
Swerve,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he
What?
was like I beat Swerve. I'm like this guy.
We spoke about this on the show. I played the audio. You know, remember?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I played the audio and all that shit when he was talking all that shit.
The
I
part
looked
that's
up the
amazing
link.
to me.
It's like, yo, my dude, what are you supposed to do? You supposed to, how are they gonna have this fight? Like, you know, they had contracted wrestlers to a, you know what I'm saying, a worldwide companies, right? They're not just gonna come out and know and be like, okay, low key, you can come on such and such card and have a match with the Roman Reigns or a Swerve. How is this match supposed to work?
I'll
Like,
always say this about Loki, bro. And again, I like Loki. Like that, I fucked with him heavy when he was in TNA back in the day. But like, just as a fan, I lost respect for Loki simply because like you treat it like it's a shoot, but then you don't want to go and like fight for real. Like if you about that,
Yeah,
Yeah,
life,
that's what I'm
my dude,
saying.
like just
like
go to
he
Strike
had-
Cornette said the same thing. Cornette was like, if you know what I mean, if you tough like that, go to MMA.
yeah. Because he
like
had
he
to
has
look for
that
it. He
much.
probably could have made it work. I mean, he had to be like a lightweight or some shit, but
Like if he
I'm
has
sure he
that
could
much
have had
smoke, might
some
as well fight
success.
Michael Chandler. Might as well fight.
Right.
Like might as well fight fucking Conor McGregor. Might as well. Shit.
And then what I noticed about him too was he was always doing that strong style stuff on people that he knew couldn't fight back. Like, okay, like if you about that life, go to Japan and do that strong style shit. Do that to Liger. Tell me how it goes. Okay?
But didn't he?
Like,
I thought he had success in Japan and shit. I thought he was
yeah, he
loved
did
in
go to
Japan.
Japan. He did go to Japan, but he didn't like do it on people that could actually fight back. You know, that you had to do that shit for real. You know, like pull that shit on Steve Blackman. Tell me how it goes, bro. Or do it on
Nah,
Shamrock.
Like the only person who was stupid, or the only two wrestlers who were stupid enough to go to MMA, and they saw exactly what happened was a bitter dough dipshit when he fought Miko Crow Cop. Like Miko Crow Cop knocked his head off his shoulders.
Women can definitely be predators too, Tausi, excuse me. They could definitely be predators, and believe it or not, they get away with it more than men because they feel like, oh, like it doesn't matter what age a man or boy, whatever could be, they should be able to overpower a woman. You know what I mean? Being a predator towards them.
Like the biggest person who ain't shit is Lou Borger. That person is,
Oh yeah,
is the
fuck
epitome
him.
of ain't shit.
He's another one that's getting butt fucked by demons right now.
Don't they have a dark side about him coming up? I think they do.
Yeah, this season. Yep.
Getting butt fucked by demons and Hitler.
Slap the shit out of him. Smack him, Henny God.
Yeah, I think Dark Side will be coming soon. I know it's in March at some point.
Side note: this is the most hyped 6-man match in WWE since that Armageddon 6-way. We're not gonna do that, Motto. No, it's not. Hell, fucking no, it's not. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to that match, I'm shocked Kurt Angle even won that shit.
I'm shocked.
Yeah,
Angle did
he
win
did
that.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
shocked.
I'm shocked Rikishi didn't die, right?
I'm shocked that Rikishi didn't die in that match. Like,
Yeah,
that shit could have
2000 was
went
crazy,
so
man.
left.
Yeah,
That was
2000
the
was
beginning.
crazy, man.
That was the
like one
beginning of
most
Perk Taker.
packed years.
That was the opening praises of Perk Taker.
Oh my god, I would love to know whose idea that
Perk Taker didn't go full blown Perk Taker until he beat the shit out of David David Flair.
The best part about the Rikishi bump was like everybody in the cage stopped to look at him die. After he fell.
I don't even think. I'm pretty sure nobody even knew that spot was even gonna happen.
Right.
Thanks a lot, Ballet. Ballet said
March 25th. Thank you,
March
Ballet.
25th. Thank you.
Like Taker always did some crazy shit. Every decade he did some crazy shit.
And what's crazier is these motherfuckers really trust him to do it. Like
he fucking hangs Stephanie on a fucking Taker cross. He hung Boss Man. And the hell in a cell while the hell cell was going up.
Yeah, I wonder how the fuck they did that though. Now that shit, when I was younger, I was like, yo, that's crazy how they hung Boss Man like that. Like Boss Man looked legitimately dead, hanging like that with his limp body.
Yeah.
He threatened to rape Charlotte Flair when Charlotte Flair was 16.
good lord.
You got a sister, don't you? Yeah.
Yo, Jacob is taking these niggas lunch money, and LA Knight just stole the win from him.
Yeah.
You want your cornbread? That's my cornbread.
How about if I take your cornbread?
Jacob would never ask for it. He just take it.
Hold on. I can do a pretty good one. Let me drink my water though. Let's see.
Oh God, here we go. This dramatic motherfucker over here.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
You failed.
Jacob would never ask for it. He just take it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what happened on Dynamite, man? Like ain't nothing much going on Dynamite. You know, they continuing on, of course, at Hangman Page and
that's Swerve. That's where Ricochet promo was kind of good. I like it.
Yeah, like people were shitting on Ricochet's promo. Ricochet promo wasn't that bad.
Ricochet is working, but no, what it is, we talked about this. The reason why people are shitting on Ricochet is because people don't want to swallow their pride and admit that they're wrong. It's working. He's getting heat.
He's
still not the best talker in the world, but it's working.
Like real quick, do you think that that Prince Nana's gonna turn on Swerve?
Oh man!
Remember, these motherfuckers are saying that shit from before. Who's he supposed to fight again? When y'all was saying Prince Nana might turn on Swerve, I forgot who it was, and I'm like, that's a horrible idea for Nana to turn on Swerve. He should never turn on Swerve ever.
So because like they're making every indication.
Who the fuck was he fighting?
I don't remember.
It was a long time ago. Like y'all was saying that Swerve was gonna turn on this. I mean, Nana's gonna turn on Swerve.
I only said that because it looked like it did at the time, but I don't know. I don't remember who his opponent was.
Yeah,
was it a Hangman?
No, it wasn't Hangman. It definitely couldn't have been.
Was it Joe? I think it was Samoa Joe.
But
y'all remember what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah. Like, but Prince Nana is making every indication that he might.
He says, if you don't get the robe back, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I did think it was kind of weird to make this rematch a number one contenders match.
Yeah, it's like
what?
Yeah. What the fuck did Ricochet ever do to even get that close to any title?
I'm with Sandman. I think that Nana should never turn on him, but I do think that Ricochet needs a proper mouthpiece. Nana could do that. What I really think it comes down to is it really comes down to Samantha, because she said that she never wanted to be an announcer. She wanted to be like a manager, and she said she wanted to be a heel manager. So it really just comes down to, number one, is she fully invested enough to go to AEW to do that? And number two, if she does that, is she ready for the shit talking that people on social media, because you know how it is. Oh, how dare you! After WWE gave me this platform, and
but she did say
I want her to go to AEW to manage Ricochet just to see the IWC explode. Because
It's going to be
y'all been
Mercedes on
y'all
steroids.
been shitting on this woman more than Mercedes, and now
It's
here
going to be
she
Mercedes on
is.
steroids. That's what it's going to
Right.
be.
Oh man, I want to see that now. Shit.
Yeah. But
But
if they,
she did
but if,
say she wasn't interested in going anywhere, though. Didn't she say that?
she also said that as well. So
I
You
know.
actually
so
believe
I
her?
if
know
they
she's.
if
I
they
know
can't
she's
do
gonna
that,
stay. I
yeah.
know she's
So
gonna
if they
stay out
can't,
of wrestling for now, but yeah.
right. So like if they can't do that, I could see a Nana or someone helping Ricochet. But like really, like I said, like I'll give him credit where credit is due. Like he's improving and he's getting legitimate heat every city they go to. And so that's why fans are really shitting on it because fans don't want to admit that they're wrong. They wrote this dude off. You know, I'm not saying he's down at Mysterio or anything, but I mean he's doing pretty good so far. He's not lost in the shuffle or
Yeah.
anything. He's getting consistent TV time and he's working on his. I mean, he can always wrestle. He just lacked the character. He's shown more character like in the few months he's been in AEW than he did
And
in
this is
like
it's a
his entire
story.
WWE run.
And
Yeah.
What up, Dynasty?
Right.
And then I saw.
you glitching up a little bit.
Oh, like, am I
Like I
better?
said, yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
a while
you
this
was
time.
good. Toph was glitching up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Toph was glitching up a little bit. Say that again. Say that again, Toph.
I think he's still glitched out a little
No,
bit.
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
better now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. You go on, Black Star.
I lost my chain of thought.
I was just gonna. I mean, I was just saying from before. I thought it was weird for Swerve and Ricochet to be a number one contenders match over Hangman and MJF. Honestly,
Tati ain't here for that shit.
We are full in
we all-
AEW.
Man, AEW been full for like 3 years now.
But there's rumors that people are getting excommunicated. Layla Hirsch got cut today.
Who the fuck is that?
Layla, her. Come on, man. Did anybody really care about her?
Yeah, like who is that? I don't
And
even know who that
supposedly
is.
there's more. There's more coming. Ray Phoenix isn't going to be one of them.
Right, like this dude still got.
Can you
Yo, this
imagine-
dude is
yo,
petty as hell, yo. He still got him
this is
just sitting
wild.
there.
Yo, he released Malachi. He released Layla. He released people that
Ricky.
he released Ricky Starks, and Phoenix is still just sitting there. Like, I know he got to be swinging at the air.
It's like, yo, my dude, then just use him. Like, nope, I don't want to use him. Nothing. I'm just have him sit there and just do nothing. Get no type of money.
What the hell?
That shit weird as hell.
Oh my god.
Carmelo took a page out of Eddie Guerrero's book, Light It and Steel.
So who the hell did The Rock just give Cody Rhodes a truck?
So he's trying to buy Cody gifts. Like Cody don't have a truck already, or
Cody's got a whole fucking bus. Like, what does he need a truck for?
I'm not even up to that part. I'm up to the part when this dude Braun Strowman is
And of
wilding out
course
in the bloodline.
Of course he's here.
This dude
We shall see.
Braun Strowman is wilding on Tama Tonga.
I don't understand why Rock just doesn't get a Shang Tsung jacket, bro. Just go all in, man. Just get a Shang Tsung jacket, bro.
Your
Ooh,
soul
Rock-
is mine.
You mean a P. Diddy jacket?
Rock is
Your
wearing
soul
this
is
black.
mine.
A Sean
is
John
wearing-
jacket.
I mean, Rock is already wearing Armani right now, so
Senator Cody Rhodes is here with his answer. He could have answered him last week. Like, motherfucker, why you even here? I don't fuck with you like that.
That Seth's promo, that was a good promo. He said, motherfucker, we were here side by side together. You want to team up with him?
This is the same guy that whooped your ass in the ring. I'm just pointing that out.
Blame it on the rain.
Cut. Fuck that.
No, I love Layla. Don't do my girl like that. Layla chose not to resign. That's different. Y'all not watching Ring of Honor. You not lying. I'm definitely not watching Ring of Honor.
But isn't that like getting rid of a person though? Like if you don't resign her, then you're getting rid of her, right?
We are house of truth.
Like,
that's the last time I watched Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
like 5 years.
I'm not gonna hold you. I never really watched Ring of Honor. Like even before this dude Tony Khan had got it. I just heard things about it and I watch highlights here and there. I'm not like
I watched Ring of Honor. I watched Ring of Honor during like the mid 2010s, like 2016, 17, 18. Then they kind of fell off with the Madison Square Garden show when Enzo and Cash showed up and no one knew like they were supposed to show up. Yeah,
like to me, and like I don't know if you guys agree with me on this one. The one massive mistake that Ring of Honor made was when they didn't sign Roxanne or Roxy. Like they let her.
They were about to, but they died. They couldn't. They died, or were about to.
But they could. Oh, okay. Like I thought that Tony Khan.
Wasn't she the heavyweight champ? I thought she was the women's champion then.
No. What happened was they had introduced. They had a women's division for years. They called them Women of Honor, but they had never had done a serious push.
Had a title.
And they were about to crown the first champion in the finals. Was Willow against Roxy, and then Roxy won, and then right after that, that was when I forgot the company's name.
TNA.
The one that did that. Mm-hmm.
TNA talking about like when they did.
No. It was the people that owned Ring of Honor. They had made the decision to cut ties with them.
God.
Oh, Sinclair.
Yeah. They had cut ties with Ring of Honor because they weren't making them any money anymore. So that's what happened. So, but then TK bought them. So, and after TK bought them, that's when I stopped watching.
To NXT at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened, TKO?
So finally, we realize what Rock meant by "Don't break my heart." At least that was explained. And Rock has a new weight belt that says Cody Soul with the date that Dusty Rhodes died on it.
Oh God.
Ooh, I kind of like that one right there. Now I like that.
Why is he so obsessed with another man?
He wants the souls right on his belt.
I ain't gonna lie, that part was low-key better than the promo last week, but still, my guy, you're just rambling still.
Does anybody see? Thank you for mentioning that, TK. I was going to say they had to do a vignette satellite promo so they could edit this shit down. You know when Rock was talking, this shit took like 30 minutes. Triple H is like, let's edit this shit down to 3 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Is it what the camera say cut? That doesn't mean the ass whooping stops.
Can you imagine like if Rock's plane just blew up now? That'd be great.
What?
If his plane blew up.
Oh,
the hell type time you on? Don't come in with that crazy shit that John be on. We definitely not watching. We definitely not watching Tony Khan's Ring of Honor.
When I decided to not watch TK's Ring of Honor was when I realized that they're basically doing the same shit WWE used to do, where when
Joe came back, that was a good moment.
What's that?
When Joe came back, that was a good moment.
Yeah. When ECW was the third brand, they would film it on it would air on Tuesdays, SmackDown would air on Fridays, but they taped on Tuesdays. So ECW would air first, and then SmackDown would air second. That's what TK started doing Ring of Honor. He turned Ring of Honor into like basically like the dark show that people watch before they will watch Dynamite or Collision or whatever. I thought that it was going to be like an independently run organization, but he just included it within AEW, and it's like, why? I know there was like a month there where they went to the old Impact Zone where TNA used to tape, and they
That
started
would have
filming
worked.
some stuff. Yeah, I thought they were going to be like exclusive there. I was like, yeah, like just film there, but they were just there for like a month, and they just so
No, but like no, it was the part when like TK kind of like jumped the shark. No, not when TK jumped the shark. When ECW jumped the shark was when they did December to Dismember, and they did it in Atlanta. I think at the Highlight Factory in Atlanta. And I was all like, "You're going to do an ECW pay-per-view in the middle of WCW?"
What does a jump the shark analogy mean? I never knew what that analogy meant.
Like I think it means that became too much. I think. Again, I could be wrong.
How the hell you don't even know what it means?
I think
Does
it
anybody
means
knows
like,
what it means? Because I never
I was
really
trying
knew
to guess
what
what
it
it
meant.
I think
But
it
what
means
is
like it's an analogy for suicide because it's like, why would you jump on a shark? Like if you see a shark's fins in water, you want to stay on land, not in water. So why would you
Ballet.
jump
What
on
is
a
that? What
shark?
does that term mean?
So
Like, let me know because I never knew. Like, I always heard that analogy. Oh, something such jump the shark.
mm.
I never understood that shit.
But sadly though, I just think there
Oh,
really isn't
she
much you
chose.
can
Okay,
okay.
like I was
But
reading
sadly,
Constance.
I just don't really think there's much you can really do more with Ring of Honor. I think that it's an organization that served its purpose. It created like a new generation of wrestlers. It's already impacted the business. I don't really see what else more you can really do with it at this point. If TK didn't
Real,
buy it, it would just be a tape library for WWE, and that's it. So
real quick, I like MXM. I like that. Those fucks.
And he got said, jump the shark means you got ahead of yourself.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
that's some Josh shit. Yeah, MXM is cool. I like.
Like MXM should be on Dynamite.
So, Elimination Chamber
Yeah,
predictions.
you already know, buddy. Let's go.
Bring up the card, TKO. Well,
So, Women's Elimination Chamber.
You stupid black son. That's how he sets it up. That's how TKO gets warmed up.
Well, here it is.
there you go.
Women's Elimination Chamber. Who's winning it?
Shit. I don't know. Like both of the chamber matches are unpredictable to me, but I guess I'll go for is Io gonna be in it? I know Bianca's gonna be in it. Is
No.
Io
No,
not Io though?
No, it's Bianca, Naomi, Roxy, Liv Morgan, Bailey, and Alexa Bliss.
I want Roxy to win.
Yeah, but
I
you know
know that's not
Triple
gonna happen.
H. Like,
Yeah, like I know that's not gonna happen. So I'm picking
if it's
Bianca.
if it's
I want
really a
Roxy to
new era, if it's really a new era, Triple H have Roxy win. Have Roxy win. Like you already had Jey Uso win. That's something a little different.
Roxy versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Well, it would help.
It's something fresh.
It would help establish.
No, that chick just showed up. No one knows who she is, bro.
But that's the thing. Like, when is WrestleMania?
In April.
Easter weekend.
So they can't. You mean to tell me they can't do something like have on TV week after week and build towards then? Is it really impossible?
Have her on TV, but I don't know if I would have her go after the big title already. If anything, you could have her go after Lyra.
I think they're in trouble regardless.
No, like to me, like I said, I want Roxy to win, but I'm thinking that they're gonna phone it in and give it to Bianca.
That's phoning it in, giving it to Bianca.
Phoning it in would be
Pretty
having Liv
much.
Morgan. Phoning it in would be having Liv Morgan.
Right.
No, that because like that's the dream matchup that everybody wants to see. That's what I meant by phoning it in, like it being predictable because she's the favorite.
Yeah, but still, phoning it in is more of Liv Morgan.
I'll just be safe and pick Bailey. She's not doing anything right now.
She's facing Roxy, so that's a no.
When is the big payoff for this Jade Cargill storyline gonna happen?
I would assume it would have to
It has to
happen
be
in
the
the
chamber.
chamber.
Yeah, it
I
has
would
to be the
assume
chamber.
Jade would cost somebody. Whoever she costs is going to be the one
She's
that
facing
send
Mania.
it back there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be live for that too. We're gonna be live for the chamber tomorrow, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with either Bianca or I'm gonna go with Bianca. Fuck it. I definitely don't want Liv to win. Although I have
They're kind of stuck here. They're kind of stuck because I don't see any other way out of this. You're probably going to get a multi-person match at Mania because you're not going to leave Io off the card. Why would you do Io versus Rhea the night after? That just screams fuck finish. So you're probably getting a multi-person match at Mania, which I'm not a fan of at all.
Who's everybody's wild card? If you're picking Bianca TKO, who's your wild card?
If it's not Bianca, then I think Liv might win if they do a multi-person match.
My wild card is Alexa Bliss. That's my wild card.
Yeah, I mean she's the only one who can be. But
my wild card, true wild card, Roxy. Roxy is my true wild card.
Because let's really be real, Rhea's not doing a damn thing with that belt right now. She has nothing going on for her right now.
That's because they haven't built up a division. That's why. The lack of the division really shows in this match. They don't really have any options right now.
Bianca would be into the story.
Tati said, as someone who has watched and reviewed all of TK Ring of Honor shows and pay-per-views, I say the potential is absolutely there. And I won't be surprised if it is there. I won't be surprised. There's a lot of potential everywhere when it comes to wrestling. It's all about make us giving a fuck. That's like me with me genuinely. Like, let's really be real. Like WWE and AEW, they struggling to make me give a fuck. Seriously.
I like MXM. I like that. I like that tag team.
Like, it's not only with Ring of Honor, it's with wrestling as a whole. It's like a lot of these motherfuckers is just lazy.
And giving Jericho
from the little I've seen, it just doesn't come off the Ring of Honor to me. It just comes off as AEW Dark. That's what it comes off as to me.
How long
having Jericho be you?
How long has Athena been champion?
Over
2 years.
Forever.
Over 2 years.
And who's even close to being as strong as her right now?
Nobody, Mika.
Unreal.
Okay, what's next, TKO? Oh no, wait a minute, Toph. Who you pick?
Like I said, I'll pick Bailey, I guess.
Yeah, he picked Bailey.
Sami Zayn versus KO, unsanctioned.
Sammy because of Randy.
I'm not even convinced this is going to be a match. I'm convinced it's going to be like a segment. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think Sammy because of
This
Randy.
is going to be an all-out brawl, and both of them's going to be bummed out somewhere backstage. I hope that happens though. Have them be somewhere double bum out backstage.
Double bum out.
Nah, that would actually work. Have the match end in a no contest where both guys can't get up. That would work.
Wouldn't if Randy shows up? Wouldn't it be in this match? Not at the chamber.
I guess he was more hurt than we were led on to believe, because that pile driver was a while back now.
That's how lethal it was.
Now the package pile driver KO gave Sammy was nasty.
If you notice,
when
he
he
only
showed up-
hit that move on people from the Indies.
Yeah.
And then when he showed up at his house, I was like, "What type of time are you on?" Jesus.
Dynasty says he's gonna slide through for that. He ain't watched in a long time. The last one was the Money in the Bank. Well, yeah, we're gonna be here, B. Gonna be here for it. You know what I'm saying? This dude, I don't know what happened on SmackDown. Well, I'm up to the what is it, a triple tag team match with the women or the regular tag team match, whatever.
And I when Dynasty.
I ain't
when
get to the end
Dynasty
of SmackDown yet, so I don't know what they got going on with Dewey.
When Dynasty said that Hogan was going to induct Muhammad Ali, I thought that was
Yeah, that was
the
funny.
most thing you ever.
Like he really, he had me in my feels. I'm like, I know these motherfuckers ain't really play themselves with that shit. Talking about just ignoring the room.
That would have
Oh
been
wait,
the
hold
New
on.
Day
Who
come
Roxy
out
just
with-
pinned? Did
She
Roxy
pinned
just
Bayley.
pin Bianca Belair?
No,
What?
Roxy.
Yeah.
Roxy.
No,
pinned
she
Bayley.
pinned Bailey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roxy pinned Bailey.
Yeah, that's the matchup. That's gonna be the match. So Roxy ain't winning. That's the matchup.
Roxy ain't getting. Roxy wasn't about to get pinned yet.
No. Like I'm saying that's going to be the matchup either at Mania or at Stand and Deliver. Gonna be one of those two.
Well, who's winning the? What about? I know we got a tag team match with Tiffany and Trish versus Nia and Candice.
Yeah.
but
Tiffany and Trish are
whatever.
winning. Let's move on.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yep.
Exactly, but whatever. We got Cody and The Rock. Cody makes his decision.
Cody says no. Let's move on.
I don't know. Question is,
Like, it's like, why is they really like?
I would love to know
Like
how
what
they're
Seth
gonna do
Rollins
that.
said. Why are you thinking about this? This should be a no-brainer, Cody. Why you really have to think about this?
But I'm thinking that's going
reiterate,
to be the main event.
I reiterate, he whooped your ass in the rain.
While gasping for air on the barricade. No, not barricade, but ring apron.
That must be some good ass Terramana, man.
Well, speaking of
He's
the,
nowhere near in ring shape.
what about the other chamber
Hold on,
match?
Ballet said Rhea didn't have any. Hold on, let me read what Ballet said. Rhea didn't have anything going on when she had the title before.
Yeah, she's facing
Yeah,
Liv.
I've been said that they haven't built up anybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just that story between the whole Dominic shit and all that. It was a really good story.
When she beat the champion, when she beat Charlotte and became the champion, I said it then, like her whole run sucked because she was facing no one the whole time. They haven't built up anybody.
Bianca's the only logical story to go.
They don't want to do that.
Nobody else.
They don't want. It's like they're afraid of doing the match for some reason. I don't know why. Because they've teased the match like 4 times.
Like it makes you think that they might pull the trigger on Saturday.
If anything,
I don't trust Triple H to pull the trigger on anything involving black people. So
you ain't never lie.
I mean, Mello just.
But what if they do?
So, yeah.
What if
Like,
they
look
do?
what they do with the Street Profits. You had all these fucking evil vignettes with the Street Profits. You know, all this other edgy vignettes with the Street Profits just for them to be in a fucking was it a 5 tag team eliminate? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I said, bro. Like
You
I'm
do that
getting
just to have them in a damn clusterfuck of a tag team match.
The concern I have
more
right
than
now,
likely,
I talked
more
about
than
this.
likely they're gonna lose.
Yeah, the
Again,
concern I have
you're
right now is right now, like they got time, I guess, but at this exact moment, whatever this Mania is, I'm getting Mania 2000 vibes, and that show was ass. That was just nothing but a bunch of gimmick matches. Let's just get everybody in the card, give them payday. That's the vibe I'm
I ain't
getting.
gonna lie though.
Right.
I actually liked WrestleMania when I was younger. I liked WrestleMania 2000.
Oh yeah, I liked it too as a kid. Then when I looked back at it as an adult, and I was like, wow, this show fucking sucked. Why did I like it?
But again, your criticisms are valid. But again, I'm just saying that like, what if they actually pull the trigger? Because
I'll
every
believe it when
indication,
I see it, dude.
every indication is telling you that it's going to be Bianca.
Bro,
The problem is they
indication
got
is
this
telling
side
me-
story with Jade going on.
Yeah, it's like
Also-
how they gonna fit that shit in the equation? That's the thing. Because if Bianca wins the Chamber,
Naomi
What is-
faces
all right.
Jade. Story ended.
No, then the heel. Then Naomi's got to be the heel if that's the case.
Yeah.
The problem with that though
the
is that
story is
Naomi
not gonna
loses.
work if Bianca is if Bianca is not the one that turned on Jade. This whole story is bullshit. Everybody want to see Bianca being the one. Everything
Jade
else
is not-
is uncivilized.
Bro, Jade is not ready for. Jade
I
is
got
not
that
ready for
reference.
Bianca. Bro, Jade is not
Speed
ready
sticker.
for
Yeah, I got it.
Bianca, bro.
Yeah, you're right. She's not ready, but she's gonna have to be because that's the kind of time they're on. So
Right, this like the biggest storyline in the women's division. So she has no choice but to be ready.
If that's the biggest storyline, then Jesus.
What else they have going on?
Like I said,
Right.
it's not going to be because it's not going to be Bianca versus Jade because that's going to lead off. That's going to be like the third match in the card. That's going to be the bathroom match.
The match
Bianca doesn't have time for that shit.
That match shouldn't even happen now. It shouldn't.
well,
What
they
Put her-
refused to give her.
When Tati, when he said that shit, that was like, yeah, motherfucker. We knew he was gonna say some goofy shit like that. You just told on yourself.
That's a Republican talking point. Let's move on.
Oh yeah. Fucking between that and Kanye wearing a Nazi symbol on his t-shirt, I don't know what the fuck.
The only reason this stuff has happened is because they refused to give Jade a proper NXT run. Like, that's what I don't understand, bro. Like, I don't understand. Why do you have a developmental and you don't send them there?
She would get put to school in this current NXT.
I told you, bro.
Then let her
The
take to school then, however long it takes. Tyler Breeze was down there for like a decade. And he's
Happy birthday to
I
Dick
told you.
Blood.
Bro, I told you, man. I told you the only reason they signed Jade was because they saw how hot she was on AEW. You ain't gonna convince me otherwise. Because
Yep.
Tony Khan was able to hide her flaws.
Not only that, they thought she was just as athletic as Bianca Belair. They really didn't watch Jay like that in AEW. Let's really be real. They just seen her and it was like, okay, drop the bag at her house.
They
All right,
saw
Miss
how
Chamber, let's move on.
they saw how good Tony Khan made her look, and then they wanted it. I'm like, no, she is still green as fuck, my guy. She
Yes.
has.
I
She
was
has
the
a
main
great
one
look.
saying that shit, and people thought I was crazy.
That's
I think
because
that was
the people,
something that,
That's because the people you were arguing with were nothing but a bunch of virgins online.
I think Jade herself, she probably won't admit this, but I think Jade herself, she got a little too
Ambitious.
she made the decision too quickly because in AEW she stood out because there wasn't anyone like her. But in WWE, they actually have a lot of athletic black chicks. A lot. So she doesn't stand out as much as
Lash,
she
Bianca,
used to.
Naomi.
And WWE has like visually speaking, they have a lot more star power in their women's division. So she like before the angle even happened, I wasn't calling Jade a flop or anything, but up to this point, I definitely think that with the exception of the Good Brothers, I think they probably have buyer's remorse on her because
And the
the few
problem is
times
it
I
might
would
get-
see her on TV, she just came off like another person. I didn't see that aura that she had in AEW.
And the problem is
not
it might
there.
get worse. It might get worse because if Julia and Stephanie live up to expectations, it's going to get worse.
They already are living up to expectations so far.
I'm talking about on the main roster.
Especially Stephanie.
Well, it just goes to show just how obsessed they still are on the look. If you have a good look, they're not going to season you as much as they would everyone else. And unfortunately, that's coming back to bite them in the ass. Because I agree, Jade is not ready for a Mania match with
Hell
not
no.
just Bianca, but she's not ready for a Mania match against any big star on the big stage. Because a Mania match, we're talking like, all right, you got to go out there and you got to hold together a match for at least, at minimum, we're talking 18, 19, 20 minutes.
15 at the minimum.
Right. And then that also means you're going to have to be able to go out there on a regular basis and cut a promo by yourself and hold the crowd. Jade, and that's another thing too about her AEW run that people aren't going to give TK credit for. The Smart Mark dude, the Smart Mark Sterling guy, he did all the promos for her. You know,
exactly. And she just said her catchphrases, and that was it.
Right. It was like a female version of Brock and Heyman almost. It actually added to her character. Like, yeah, she's not ready for that at all. Well, but she's gonna have to be now because they don't got a choice. What else can they do?
Jade
Jade is the
Nathan Jones of the
Jones
West.
of the women's division. Good God.
She's not that bad.
Oh my God. The fact that you said Nathan Jones, though.
The Colossus of Bago Roud.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
I just
men's
don't
chamber.
understand.
The
I
fuck
just
is a
don't
Bago
understand.
Roud?
Don't give a fuck. Men's chamber.
I just don't understand the concept of, we don't trust her so we're just going to take her off TV. It's like, you don't think she's good enough to have like a 5-minute match with Lyra Valkyria? You don't think she can have like a 5-minute match with Mia Yim? Like, if that's the case, then just fucking fire her.
Like, then again, if history is any indication, Nia was shit before she came back.
Yeah, Nia Jax is the most improved girl they have, without question. You know why she's improved? Because she wanted to get better. She did what she had to do to get better. I'm not saying Jade doesn't want to, but for some reason,
Do you trust her?
not. I don't know,
Do you trust her?
I
Because like right now she's in the.
I don't think Jade is hungry. I think she really came to WWE because she knows that she's a star and she knows that she has the look. I think she was really going to use WWE as a catalyst to jump off into acting or whatever her next big endeavor is going to be, and that's all well and good. But you still got to do the work at some point to achieve that,
But right now, like she is in the dungeon in Atlanta, or not Atlanta. In Orlando.
Well, if she's it's a start. That's a start for her, but
I just hope Bianca has some back surgeries ready because she's going to need it to carry Jade to like a 20-minute match.
I'm telling you, she's like the babysitter. She's like the babysitter of the women's division, Bianca Belair.
And WWE, let this be a lesson. Do your homework.
I'm not saying.
And credit to Naomi too, because Naomi, I'm sure she could carry Jade to a good 10, 15-minute match, but
like still, I said, Naomi's going to be the match because like I said,
Naomi's a more safer option than Bianca.
Like Bianca's going to be absolutely pissed if that's the match.
Bro, I'm telling you, Naomi's a safer option than Bianca is. But
here's the problem though. Naomi, and I like Naomi, she loses a lot. So because she loses a lot, it would make more sense for Bianca to be the person that did it.
But sooner or later, she's going to be pissed.
And do you think that Naomi
can run that risk?
And I've always felt this way about Naomi. She just seems to be a really nice person. I don't think she's got a mean bone in her. Because she
that's why I'm saying that Naomi's going. That's why I'm saying that Naomi's going to be the person because you do not want to piss off Bianca.
If anything,
she's very close to be.
If Naomi's going to be a heel, then she's got to channel that. She's got to channel like the bloodline for me to believe it.
Yeah, because let's seriously think about this, because her whole presentation is the whole Feel the Glow stuff, and she's got the jacket and the shoes and all that, and her hair.
She was a heel with that
really
too.
Cool. Like you can't do any of that as a heel.
She was a heel with that too, though.
Yeah, but even when she
When?
was a heel, doing that whole team bad stuff, I didn't buy her as a heel. She was still
Yeah.
all
She
she
had to light
was
up
just
shoes.
wearing,
She had to light up shoes when she was with Team Bad. That's what the light up shoes came from.
But
and
she
that's
wasn't the
why I
focus
didn't
of
buy.
that, though. Sasha
And that's
was.
why I didn't buy
True.
it because she was, and that's why I didn't buy her as a heel because all the stuff she's doing as a face, she's doing as a heel. I'm like, she didn't really change nothing, but she just wore black a lot more. That's it.
They say
But
she's been
Naomi is
training
the
with
only
Natty.
person.
Okay, that's good.
Naomi is the only person that is willing to play ball.
I guess, but again, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, this
I
is
got
definitely the most interesting women's chamber they've ever had. Because
Yeah.
I don't see,
Yep.
I don't see a straight out like. The more I think
Because, like,
about
the
it,
best-
I don't see Rhea Ripley having a singles match at Mania. There's going to be a triple threat, fatal four way because
Like,
of
the
just
sad
how
part,
uncooked and underdeveloped the division is.
like the sad part is that the best women's chamber was the one that not his friend.
the one.
Forgot her name.
Well, I could say the same thing about the men's chamber. There's no clear cut winner for that either. Especially
There's a lot
with
of
all these
intrigue in the men's
reports.
chamber, though. There's
Let's
three
see.
favorites.
Let's see. We got Logan Paul, Damian
He's losing.
Priest, CM Punk, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, and
Rollins.
Oh, true.
Rollins. Yeah.
Logan is there to take three finishers.
I guess, but at first I thought
No,
it was gonna be
Logan is there to play spoiler. That's why he's there.
I mean, I
Yeah,
thought it
take
was
three
gonna be.
finishers.
I thought either Cena or Punk was winning, but now I'm thinking it might be Drew.
My guess was always Drew. He's the only person that makes sense. The only problem is
Over
Drew versus
Punk and Cena?
yeah. The only problem
Really?
with Drew winning is on paper. Drew and Cody doesn't. It's not the sexiest main event, but it's the only option that makes sense since Rock has interrupted and inputted himself into a Mania story again.
Yeah,
Yo,
Drew.
Rock. Yo, Rock.
Drew machine gunning. Drew machine
This
gunning
is a
motherfuckers.
message, man.
Let's
Yo.
go.
Oh my god. This is a message to you, Rock. Seriously, bro. I appreciate you for all the years you entertained me.
I don't.
Even still, I do. I grew up around the Attitude Era, so you were one
I
of the
did too.
first guys I saw.
Hold on, Black
But
Salt. Like,
you were
chill.
one of the first
Okay.
guys I saw. But you're gonna have to pick a lane, dude. Pick a lane and stick with it. Are you gonna be the final boss and be involved in this story, or are you not? Because you flip-flop more times from babyface to heel. You're in the show, you're not part of the show more times than anybody this year. Like, cause you keep interrupting shit without an explanation. Like, I don't get it. Pick a lane, my guy.
Well,
He's trying to be
according to you, didn't he say the didn't you say that he addressed the whole "Door Break My Heart" again?
Yeah,
The-
he
the-
did. Yeah, he did a little bit. He addressed it to a degree. He said, "Don't break my heart again." I'm assuming it's because he didn't want him to turn him down because he kept talking about his dad. Because, like I said, he had a weight belt with the date Dusty passed away on it. So yeah,
And he about to whip Cody with that same belt. Like, yo, Cody, if you get whipped again, my God.
He's trying to be Vince. That's what he's trying to be.
The other thing too, he keeps saying on these conference scrums that he's not wrestling.
Yeah.
But if he's not wrestling, why did you pin Cody at Mania? That's some Hogan shit. Like you got your win, and then you're like, "No, I'm not wrestling," so he can't get the win back. Like that just makes Cody look,
exactly.
dude. Like that's some shit Hogan would do, bro.
Mhm.
Hogan's
Like I
like just
said,
Hogan.
like I said, man, pick a lane and stay in it. Like,
That's a,
and also,
the Rock is trying to be Vince.
that tag team match was a lose-lose no matter who got pinned, because you're not gonna pin Roman, you weren't gonna pin Rock, you weren't gonna pin Seth because he was the world champion. So who else was gonna lose?
Right, just Cody. Yeah.
But I got the bum out of the week queued up.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Toph, cue it.
Oh, I don't have it ready this week. I forgot
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get it
Let's
next
go
week.
get it.
Yeah, I'll have it next time.
Give me 1 second. On the highly super duper expensive Counciltron that I paid with
8.5
the
million.
motherfucking food stamps.
Oops. Got that EBT. What the fuck? Did he just dive headfirst into a chair or a tombstone? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, move the chair into the position.
Oh my
I'll bring it
god.
back. I'll bring it back. Hold on, I'll play
He
one
did
more
that
time.
on purpose, because ain't no way he didn't see that.
I'll play one more time. Give me a second. But go ahead, keep on talking. I'm gonna cue it up right now.
Yeah. Like I said,
dude,
get away. That's all I'm saying.
like I said, he's trying to be Vince, man.
I think the problem is not him being Vince. We get the message. He wants Cody to sell his soul, but the thing is, pick your lane, because you said you weren't gonna be a part of it. Now you're saying you are, fucking up already made plans like you did last year. Like, what do we do?
He machine gunned the plans.
He doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing.
He's having a midlife crisis.
I'm telling
on
you.
TV. That's what's happening. He's having a legit midlife crisis. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Well, I know that because I said that, motherfucker.
Like, Seth Rollins said it too.
Here you go, right here.
Oh, it's a GCW show. Oh, I like Tony Storm in the background. Hi, Tony. Yeah, GCW always has bosses.
Yeah, he moved the chair into position. That's what he did.
He's like, fuck it.
He moved the chair into position.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Yeah, B. Fucking y'all heard about this dude Jim Jones wanting to fight Cam for 10 mil?
Yeah, Jim Jones crashes out every other business day.
It's like, yo, my dude, like this dude, Cam was just cracking jokes, crack jokes back or whatever, you know, like this all started from, you know, this dude 50 was on Cam's show and he brought up the whole Rhapsody in the basement. Remember when this dude 50 was there and Jim Jones had pulled up? This is around the time when Ballin was popping, and he had pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like why would you pull up? You know, this dude 50 is beefing with this dude Cam or whatever at the time. And you know they just brought it up and you know just to talk shit or whatever, and that's how this whole thing started. Now this dude Jimmy talking about. You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know, what's up with us jumping in the ring for 10 million?
What?
Yep.
It's a lot of money.
He said that on the Breakfast Club. And I'm thinking, like, I know y'all motherfuckers got money. I ain't trying to count y'all pockets, but 10 million?
Y'all really this just goes to show you that some motherfuckers don't deserve money. Like, y'all got 10 million to blow just like that for something stupid
Yeah,
for something that
donate
y'all
that
gonna
shit to
forget
charity
about
or something.
tomorrow. Yo, donate that shit to me. Fuck that. The fuck?
And
Like
it's
y'all
like,
just got money to blow like that just for something y'all gonna forget about tomorrow?
I'm all here for them, having a little, little scuffle, because that's what happens. Like, sometimes you gotta fight your friends and whatever case may be. Shit happens. It depends on what the magnitude of the situation, of course. But it's like, oh man, y'all motherfuckers ain't got no damn $10 million. Let's cut it out now. Fuck. I ain't trying to count y'all pockets, but let's please stop. And we all know damn all that shit ain't gonna happen because how much times motherfuckers done invited motherfuckers to a squabble or they want to shoot the fade. You never see motherfuckers shoot the fade. They rather do memes.
Like,
Right.
did you guys see the whole Godfrey Lord Jamar thing?
Yeah, here and there. Here and
Like
there and
Lord
shit.
Jamar was talking about like flat Earth and shit, and he was willing to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson, which would have been a
Yeah.
fucking slaughter.
Yeah, but Neil deGrasse Tyson, he was busy at the time, so they had got
Thank
Professor
God.
Dave. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson, man, look. You could even handle Professor Dave, but you want to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. And this dude, Lord Jamar, went on a whole fiasco, tried to sit there and say, oh, it was a setup. The dude Dante had put something in his drink, put something in his weed, and try to low key sue him. Like, yo, he tried to sue Godfrey.
But Godfrey
Yeah,
had
this is,
mercy for him. He didn't air the episode.
Yeah, he
So
didn't
why
even air
sue
the
him?
episode, and he was like, "Oh, you're using my likeness." He was like, that motherfucker's like, "What do you mean he's using your likeness? He's using it like he didn't even fucking post the episode."
man,
But
Lord Jamar is a fucking weirdo. I don't care.
yeah,
That nigga that nigga be crashing out over if he ain't crashing out over Godfrey, he's crashing out over Eminem. Like, dude, are these niggas living rent free in your brain every day?
his new thing is the whole flat Earth shit. It's like, yo, my dude, let it go. The Earth is not flat.
He's a flat earther. That explains it.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like
Like he said,
Somewhere
there's a
AJ
this
final.
found
dude, this
me.
what happened to be more to clarify it more. This dude Lord Jamar was on Godfrey's podcast talking this shit because from before Lord Jamar was talking that flat earth shit, trying to basically regurgitate videos from other flat earthers on their YouTube channel. He's just regurgitating shit. And of course Godfrey or whatever, he's not knowing any better. He's not into science like that. So he just listening to everything he's saying, like, oh, word, you got a point, yada yada yada. Just listening to him and shit. And that's when Lord Jamal had got cocky and was like, he'll debate with anybody. And this dude, not Lord Jamal, this dude Godfrey said, "Oh, you debate Neil deGrasse Tyson." He said, "Oh, I would humiliate him. He's an actor." All types of silly shit like that. But they couldn't get Neil deGrasse Tyson because he was booked. So this dude named Professor Dave, he has a YouTube channel and he be battling flat earthers.
That
So
motherfucker said that gravity doesn't exist.
yeah, he said
Well,
gravity doesn't exist.
I feel like anyone who's a flat earther at this point, they're just looking for attention. Like there are literally like drones and like special type of balloons that you can order like from Target that can go into like the stratosphere. Like that's like to those who don't go to science class, that's like a really high layer in above the earth that can
Yeah,
actually show the earth as a sphere. So
and
I
his
feel like anyone
argument,
that's
this is his argument. His argument was, oh, how can we be on a spinning ball without like basically, feeling the rotation? And it's like, my dude, have you ever went to school before?
right.
The answer is
Like,
no.
what kind
Let's
of
move
what
on.
kind of question is that?
It
Why
it
we
also
can't feel the
makes
rotation of the Earth?
how can it be day in one area of the earth while also being night in another area It's almost as if like we're on a globe.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, what about the dudes in was it Australia? What about motherfuckers in Australia? They, you know what I'm saying? Like, really thinking like they're upside
They've
down.
been
Like,
hanging upside down. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like,
Right.
Upside down.
but yeah, they'll think the same thing about us too. Why? Because
Right.
we're on a fucking ball, a sphere, I should say,
How
a
how does the
sphere.
sun how does the sun and the moon be in different locations in different times of the day? That's impossible if the Earth is flat. It's because the Earth is spinning. It's
Yes.
Then
constant.
he said, then he said that that people can fly over the sun. I was like, wait a minute, what did you die?
Wasn't Terrence
Oh
Terrence
God.
Howard, wasn't he on that bullshit too? Wasn't he like on
No,
Billy
he said he wasn't a flat earther. He was
It was a
saying that
triangle.
he was saying that he said that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought he just invented some new math because he said
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was trying to say 1 times 1 is 2.
He was on.
What?
He was on Steiner math before Steiner.
And
The
Joe
weird part.
Rogan's standing there just listening to him like, oh man, you got a point. No,
Joe
he
Rogan.
fucking does not.
Joe Rogan's an idiot. He thinks everything sounds logical.
No, like there's like a mathematician who did. There's a mathematician who did Steiner math. The math checks out.
1 times 1 is
Jesus.
Like he did the entire promo. And like he worked out an equation where the math checks out.
and that's the thing. And then when they don't have like when they come up wrong or whatever, and when you come with proper evidence to prove that they're wrong, oh, it's a conspiracy.
And
Just because you're wrong, it's a conspiracy.
like he said, end the show. He ended the show. He didn't post the show on YouTube. Like it's.
I mean, they literally have like NASA and a bunch of other space, like they have like 24-hour streams on their YouTube of like they just send the satellites in space and they're just floating there. You can just
Like, so
go
that satellites.
like yeah,
Oh,
you
go
can
ahead.
just go on the YouTube channel. Like it streams 24/7, just showing the Earth like different times of the day. Like any you, you don't need an
Yeah.
account, like just a phone, a
Mhm.
Kindle. Like just search it. It's streaming right now as I'm
Like
speaking.
I love science. I'm not like a science nut like that. Like I'm an idiot when it comes to science, but I love science.
Right.
Like Lodra Morris said that satellites don't exist. I was like, wait, what?
I think sometimes people just want like attention, and they're just like, "What's the wildest shit I can say to get people talking?" And you know,
That would be
that's
number
what I
one.
think. That's what I think Kanye's on right now. Like, because it's like, okay, bro, you're not doing music anymore, so let me get attention by just like saying random stuff like, "Oh yeah, Hitler was right." Like, yeah, okay, whatever, bro.
No, that's who he actually
I'm a
is.
Nazi.
That's who he actually is.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
an idiot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit. But yeah, B, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Let's get up out of here.
4
Yeah.
p.m.
Alrighty.
4 p.m. You fucks.
Yeah. So that's 5 p.m. for me then.
Yeah, 4 p.m. out west.
Should be
Just so you guys
an
are
interesting show. I want to see some blood. It's a chamber. Let's see some blood, a little bit of blood.
Dick blood.
I think this is the.
Dick blood.
I think this is the same arena that WrestleMania was in, and what was it, 2002? Yes, they changed the name though.
WrestleMania 18.
Yes,
We're talking about
the Sky Dome. Is that what it was called? Sky Dome.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe they changed the name since then. Yeah.
We got Trish in the building. You know what I'm saying? Trish still coming out here. Okay, it should be interesting. I say that, and I will say this: I won't be surprised if the women end up shining tomorrow. Because I'm not gonna lie, as of late, when it comes to these type of matches, like when it comes to like multi-person matches, the women been shining. Like when it comes to like a Money in the Bank or a Royal Rumble.
That's an elimination. It's an elimination chamber. They should get creative with something.
They're gonna have to shine. They're gonna lead off tomorrow.
I'll be random before we go. Yeah, Sandman says you love science. In reference to science, don't let this conversation distract you from the fact that Weird Science is a chick flick. Thank you and good night.
Oh man,
Wow.
Weird Science, B. Weird Science. Woo! Dun, 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 dun. Real. Tati said she's gonna pull up after collision. Of course you're welcome.
Alrighty.
Pull up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because like they're both on at the same time, yeah, or like an hour apart.
Let's get up out of here. See y'all tomorrow, B. Hit that
Alrighty.
thumbs up on our way out. Make sure you sub if you did it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all y'all for pulling up, man. Ballet, you already know the vibes. Tati, my dude, Henny God, Dynasty, Anubis, my dude Josh with the Dudo, King Leo, Motto. You guys are awesome, B. I'm gonna pull up and do the same thing what we do tomorrow. For the Elimination Chamber. Beat it, you bums.